Boom! We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, and it's a Friday night. It's a feel-good Friday, in fact, and we are back at it again. Who are we? Well, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we have 3+ hours of wrestling coverage. Almost forgot about Rampage, but we will have SmackDown, the 1,000 days celebration of Roman Reigns, his title run, the head of the table. We're going to get into all that tonight. We'll see what happens. You know, celebrations never go very well, but me and that pretty face have you covered tonight. Your alternative commentary to all the wrestling. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, put a smile on your face. It's going to be a fun Friday, folks. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. Like I said, folks, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We are the YouTube channel that just covers more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And folks, I hate to say it, but I think we are the top of the charts, the head of the table, feeling pretty good on a Friday night. It's going to be a fun one. We're going into SmackDown, of course, coming out of Night of Champions. Lots to talk about. The breakdown of the Bloodline, a celebration during turmoil. So much. We got Rikishi even tweeting. We got so much to get into. But before we do that, let's remind everyone out there, I'll get there, who we are. I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and...
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrasslin for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and acknowledge me.
Well, there's going to be a lot of acknowledging tonight, or maybe not. We'll find out. I mean, a really interesting scenario going into this. I mean, we talked about Night of Champions, and you were the one that put it out to the world of, are they really going to make this man lose on his 1,000th day? And the answer was yes. Yes, they are. So we got a lot to get into. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, on the other show, AEW is having a Rampage of Champions, oddly enough. Which is adorable. None of their champions, but nonetheless.
Well, that is, we can get to that because that is an interesting opinion. I've heard both sides of, it's none of their championships. On one hand, I guess I view it as they haven't cared about Rampage, so why should I? So I'll just enjoy the good wrestling matches. It's their version of, a spotlight show, a spot show. It's their Sunday night heat, their Thursday night thunder. Let me just watch some good matches.
Now, folks, I will say welcome again. We are the channel for fans by fans. We built this channel on the chat, so make sure if you're new here, you say hello. The old folks, you know better. You know what to do. But if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Join the family. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We are here for all the shows, and it's going to be a fun one tonight. I love when there's this much intrigue, this much story, this much news going into a show. WWE loves to do it on a Friday. So, Nick, I mean, we get Roman Reigns, 1,000 days. Cody Rhodes is supposed to be here this eve. Pourquoi?
So we're going right into that whole story of, the end of the brand split is already dead. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. Time to run away. The end is nigh. Well, it's just one of those of, you would hope that they would try and stick to it. And I saw somebody trying to say that, this is insulting the fans' intelligence way more than anything AEW does, but you can have that. I don't agree with that. But it really makes it hard at this point, like you said, of you've been the one that's like, no, I'll champion it, I'll defend them. And then now we're getting Cody on SmackDown. We had AJ on Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the brand split where the rosters are made up and the titles don't even matter.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy that I've tried to and certain things I'm starting to look right in. Like I said, be patient about the titles. Be patient about the tag titles, the women titles. Be patient about Roman's 2 titles. I think they have a plan that might be coming to fruition. However, on the other side of that coin, I said be patient with the draft, and they're testing my fucking patience, man. Like it's
Really
really
quick.
hard to ignore the fact that you had AJ Styles, and I know what they did. I tried to, they tried
Wild card, bitches.
right? Like they tried to smooth it over with Adam Pearce, but at the end of the day, they got to knock this off. They got to stop, and a lot of the people out there do not think they will.
Well, it just proves it keeps opening them up to, like they did with the Raw tournament involving SmackDown. That's a prime example of them cross-branding when they don't need to. You open yourselves up for this. Like, you don't need to have Cody here. You already had it on Raw. Keep it to Raw. This is just, don't muddy the waters. Don't open yourselves up for shots that you don't need to.
Well, here's the question in my head, Nick, was there nobody on the Raw roster that could have just, like, for what that match was, and just a match to kind of give the new champion a fun win, get him in the ring, but his title's not on the line. I'm okay with that. You don't have to rush into an angle or a story right away. But there had to be somebody that could have done what AJ did. It wasn't like it was he served no purpose other than he was the guy that Cody beat on Saturday.
That's the whole thing, is because they had their moment and everything. It's lazy booking, and it's, again, like I've said, they don't have a lot of talent on the top end of their roster. I shouldn't say they don't have a lot of talent. They don't have a lot of trust in the talent at the top end of their roster. They don't have too many guys that they feel like, look at Bobby Lashley's gone missing lately. Drew McIntyre is unhappy and potentially might be gone. Supposedly, right? But you have these guys that you could still work into that. Like we've said, we called it for Night of Champions. Imagine if Drew came out and boom, Claymore and Seth right there. There's your whole feud. You hit the ground running with that championship, which is what you needed to do after it's been labeled a secondary championship, even by a guy who was competing for it.
And I thought they could have done that on Monday as well, right? You throw out a nothing match, fine. We overlook the AJ thing, and it's a thing of romance, but usually a match like that is set up because there's an angle, but we just went off the air.
And well, normally it would be that guy, the tag team partner, then turns on Seth, and then we get that whole feud going forward.
Right. Real quickly, I see the chat filling up, folks, so don't think we forgot about you. Hello out there. Hope
I was going to say, you want me to blow through this roll call here? Rocco, what up? Damien, what up? C-Money, what up? Big Dog, what up, my guy? Boston. Oh, Boston's got a great point here. It feels like I'm about to watch WrestleMania.
Boston feeling it tonight. I like it.
You've got, this has been the can't miss night of professional wrestling this week.
Really? It's funny, we overlooked Raw completely. We were like, we can't wait for Friday.
You couldn't wait for Friday every day of the week. I think, at least I said, of NXT was so far my favorite show of the week. And I really feel like it's still not going to hold a candle to tonight.
Yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. I think there's so much intrigue going into this, and even some side stuff. LA Knight versus Montez Ford.
Yeah.
I really think that's something. We'll see what we're doing. It's really weird. I don't know how the hell they're going to keep trying to convince us that LA Knight's a heel. I don't get it. But at the end of the day, I agree with you. And I said it last night. I think Boston in the chat agreed as well that NXT was the most entertaining wrestling show this week.
Absolutely.
Just a quick side note. I rated Impact a little too high last night. I should have knocked that down a peg.
Okay, so again, credibility, something that you don't get from other people talking wrestling on the internet, is credibility, and actually able to admit when we're wrong about things.
Yeah, when when you're on that feel good vibe, you're enjoying the stream, and then I didn't, it was just like but no, I think it was more of like a solid 5.5, 6. There was large chunks of it. It was a pretty interesting show, but literally they did a pay-per-view Friday. They have this show, next week's show, and they have a pay-per-view the next night, like 2 weeks apart. God. I don't get why Under Siege and Against All Odds are so close.
You mean like how AW has All In, and then a week later we have All Out?
I also think that's a bad choice. I think Tony should have pushed All Out of the way.
He would push it out of the way.
Yeah.
But Richard, what up? Ronnie, what up? Greg, what up? Jason, what up? Acknowledge your tribal chief and his thousand. Yeah.
Here we go.
Chris, what up? Big Dog again. Jojo, what up?
Jojo.
Kenneth, everybody's showing up. Queen,
What's up,
I
Queen?
want to break free. Everybody. Well, there was somebody here that was mentioning about how. But so, do we want to talk about the potential new Universal Championship, new Undisputed Championship?
One of the hot topics. I mean, it's a big deal.
Oh, Gilly, what up? Sorry.
Oh, no, not a problem. What's up, Gilly? No, I mean, dude, this is kind of what I thought we kind of talked about. Like, this should happen. This needs to happen. And it's going to be good. I hope they do well. I hope the belt looks cool. I hope you like this fucking belt.
Well, I found the comment I was looking for, but 133 likes before the show starts. Let's get to 200 likes, please. What? Absolutely. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We're knocking at the door of 2K subscribers, and we're still just a wee little baby doing this. So absolutely. But
we just eclipsed 1.9. Hopefully we stay there. You know how things fluctuate, but climbing, guys. We have one of our best months ever in May, and like Nick said, we are just a baby.
It's all because of you people, because of the people.
I did it for the people.
Right, I did it for the people.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Saying new belt.
I'm excited for a new belt. The rumor also came out today that it's rumored that the women are going to get new belts. That's why they haven't swapped yet. And there was also the rumor
everybody gets a new belt.
Yeah, everyone gets a new belt. Let's make them
shiny. We can't hold true to the brand split, but everyone gets a new belt.
Well, these big W belts are fucking gross. So
they're clean, and you telling me that visual
they're a toy.
With him coming out holding 2 championships over both shoulders and everything, and it doesn't seem impressive. It doesn't seem like when you see like a fucking boxer come out and they've got multiple belts, or a UFC fighter and they're a 2 division class champion.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm not like, I'm with you on that for sure. I don't hate it. Like, remember when Kenny was running around with like 19 belts and he had them like on his ankles and shit? Like, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. However, we kind of knew they were going to head this way, and bring that lineage together. So I love the idea of the one belt. I want to see what it looks like. I'm excited. It's something new. I think the ladies should have new belts. I hate that all the belts look the same anyway. So if you give us something new and exciting, I'm all for it. And like you've been really hoping for, and I know other people have been very impatient about, is the tag titles seem destined to be split up as well.
Well, that could be, again, like you said, if we're going to go to this whole trend of everybody gets new belts. So, and then are they just waiting till everyone gets new belts before they stick true to the brand split or something like that?
That one I can't answer. That one I can't answer. Like, I fucking can't answer it because, like I said, I tried to sympathize. I tried to look past, past indiscretions. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt, and week in and week out since the draft, they've made me look a little stupid. When I heard that Cody Rhodes was going to be on SmackDown, I'm like, don't do this. Please don't. Like, we're going to get sick of Cody, guys. You're going to hurt Cody if you keep doing shit like this with him.
Absolutely. But I think we've steadfast on our opinions of you're hoping for the new belts. I still like the W look. If they do a new belt, then go back to like, don't do any of this fuckery shit. Cause like, I don't want to not like the new belt. And then I really like Roman. I don't want to not like the new belt. Like, I don't like the new belt that Seth has. So just bring out the winged eagle. Could that be where they do the winged eagle?
Yeah,
they do an actual big Goldie something.
Yeah, I think they do a winged eagle. I know it was implied for or rumored for Cody. For me, I think
maybe they give it to Roman so Cody can win it off Roman.
Yeah, eventually. But I think to me that is the most. When I think WWE belts, I think the winged eagle. That's just based on my generation, and I think that going back to that's kind of cool and nostalgic. I'm all for it.
Absolutely, but let's get some of the people's opinions on this.
What do the people think? We got we still got about 15 minutes, so hey.
Yeah. Big Dog says they did it after Triple H beat Jericho for the first undisputed title, gave him a new belt. If they went back to the old undisputed title, that'd be great. They did it for Lawler when he unified the titles, beating Kerry Von Erich back in '88. They waited too long. I still like the visual of him walking out with both belts, though. That's impressive as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with
What
that.
the noise was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Southern LA night. Yeah.
Right? You like, it's funny because I could go either way on this one, or I really can. That's why you're getting that mousy.
That's
Fuck.
fine.
There's not a
Boston
hill I'm
said,
willing to die on. I don't care, but
fair
I
enough.
like both visuals.
Facts, KJ. Those kids' belts with the big W's.
Fuck your kids.
I endorse that remark. Boston, get rid of the Volkswagen hood ornaments and get a real belt.
My people.
They did it for the people. Kevin, what up? Robert, what up?
Robert.
Thanks for having a live chat. Wrestling Observer shut down theirs today.
Finally,
you have anything to say, KJ, about the Wrestling Observer?
Yeah. I've been here the whole. I did it for the Rock.
Right.
I've been here the whole time. Maybe my petition is finally working out.
We're just turning the masses away. They're just all realizing, we're out here with a conversation with the congregation here.
I don't know. Maybe Dave slipped and fell and Brian can't untie himself from the bed. I have no idea.
Allegedly. Accusation.
Allegedly. So wait. No. Guys. Come on now. It's a Friday. Let's keep it clean. Keep it classy.
Let's wait until we hit 8 o'clock and then just all gloves are off.
But yeah, no, we're happy to be here. We're always here.
Boston even says, always a live chat here, Robert. You found a good place to be.
I'm always happy when Robert shows up on a WWE stream because I know Robert's a really big AEW fan from his past chats.
Gotcha. Damn right, says Robert. So there we go. We already know you're not going to like the new belt, Nick. I want to.
I want to.
They just
what it's going to be?
Killing me.
It's going to be this like really gold eagle with a giant fucking.
You're telling me though that the new World Heavyweight Championship doesn't look more like something you'd buy off the shelf at a Walmart as a fucking kid's replica belt than the WWE Championship?
No.
You can have that.
Like, dude, we've already come to an impasse. We are not going to
agree to disagree and see why we're different around here is we can agree to disagree.
I like the etching. I like the lions. I like it. I like the ropes in it. I like it. I do.
Fair enough. Well, C-Money's saying F Alvarez and those mods. They're the worst. So, see, the people are speaking for us.
Nothing but love, guys.
Right. Rocco, it makes no sense. They're saying Roman is 12 days away to pass Punk's 434 title reign, but he passed it with the Universal title. No, there's a different lineage. This is when you get into the whole,
this is why
you have to conduct like a college course on the lineage of championships. That's why they had to announce that the new World Championship had the same lineage as the one Hunter had before.
Yeah.
The lineage of the WWE Championship goes back to the Winged Eagle, all of that thing. I think the Universal Championship lineage only starts with Finn and Seth.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy how they've got this done, but I understand what they're trying to do, but like literally, they're like one of those fucking send away DNA places to get your fucking lineage. Like we got to take the DNA from these belts and send them off to a company in Germany.
Hey, yeah, 23andMe with championship belts.
You're 23%.
But you do see that they're trying to, and if they've talked about it, it's been mentioned, speculated, percolated about that they're going to try and kind of refresh the history books that they have of. That's why we could see Gunther pass Honky Tonk Man, why we've had Roman go on this tear of a reign. Besides just he's that damn good, but why they're highlighting points of he's going to beat so-and-so's reign. He's going to beat so-and-so's record. They're refreshing.
I 100%. I don't really believe that Bruno's reachable, but I really 100% think they've eyeballed and targeted Hulk Hogan because they want that man off their fucking
off there.
I know who he is, but in 2023, they're looking at it and they're like, that name is so fucking ugly in these books. Can we just
that does not help us at all?
Can we just, when you look up long reigning champions, we just push this man down a little?
Yeah. Well, before I get to that, you mean Heyman walking out with the titles? Well, that's even better. That's even a better image. Well, speaking of that image, sorry.
Heyman's old. He's got a bad back. Give him one belt. He'll still do the same shit.
Oh, God. Sorry, Nick. Walking around with 2 belts is not impressive. Reminds me of Brian Christopher when he had 3 belts and carried them out to the studio in a kiddie wagon. Lame. No,
Oh,
you're
that's
telling
too
me
funny. I almost spit my
when
drink when you started reading that. That made me laugh so hard.
Becky two
Two belts is
belts wasn't
not
impressive to
impressive, Nick.
people. Connor being double champ in the UFC wasn't impressive to people. Like, you guys are just, you can have that. That even what I'm mad at.
But I mean, okay, so I get how you feel, but for the vast majority of the IWC, they were asking for a brand split. They were asking for merging of the belts. They were asking for a lot of stuff that they're kind of getting and that they're bitter about. It's interesting.
Yeah. But now he redeemed himself here. Facts, Boston. Always have a blast with you guys. Nick, KJ Watt. By the way, Nick, I brought some Nick's Vapor Rub just in case.
Pause.
Why? Pause.
I might have to
Pause.
put that on a t-shirt. Nick's Vapor Rub. Shit.
Pause. No. Yeah, all right. You started something you shouldn't have here, folks.
Why does Big Dog have Nick's Vapor Rub?
I don't.
I got the vapors.
Accusations. Moving on.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. This is just
Rampage has 4 title matches tonight. Yes, it does. Now, we touched on this earlier. Of none of them are AEW belts. Why is this happening? Yeah.
No, I mean, for all the people that freak out and shit on the WWE for like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why am I tuning into a Rampage and watching the fucking champions from all over the world? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Because it's just a spot show. They don't care anymore.
I know,
they've given up hope on it mattering, so I have to.
Right, but like, I mean, even Ring of Honor. I watched Ring of Honor last night. I watched part of it while we were live. It's just, dude. I watched it on the replay, and it's crazy. Like, I didn't even know Vikingo was still in the company. He's on Ring of Honor, fucking flipping around with Jack.
I think you called it Ring of Honor Dark now.
Yeah, Ring of Honor Dark.
Yeah, honestly, you could press me up against the wall. I'm not going to tell you a single storyline really that's going on.
I will not press you up against the wall, but
Ring of Honor. Pause. You as this man just disappears right there. Especially don't press me up against the ball with Nick's Vapor Up. What? Pause. Anyways, what's going on, people? As KJ is taking a pause for the cause, we got about 7 minutes before Friday Night SmackDown kicks off. C Money said, I'm stoked for Zack Sabre Jr. versus Action Andretti. Should be a good styles class with ZSG there. I don't know why that was harder for me to say. Can have a good match with a broom. Yeah, 100%. He's like he even said when he was challenging Danielson of, I'm the best technical wrestler going today. And that's why I'm interested a bit with Rampage, because I'm not viewing it as any sort of continuity right now with AEW. To me, I've lost all hope with that. It's their Sunday Night Heat. It's their Thursday Night Thunder. They don't care about it, so why should I? I'm just glad that we get to have see some really good matches. Like we're getting Lee Moriarty versus Shibata. I mean, again, you're not going to win me over with a Lee Moriarty match, but I'll be here for a Shibata match. He won't pass Hogan. He has to stay champion until September 15th, 2024. Is that accurate, Rocco? I might have to challenge you on your math. Someone out there who's better at math than I, let me know if that's accurate. Robert agreeing with C Money. I love that Heyman carries the belts. It's like Roman is too good to carry his own belts. Bodes well for his heel run. Absolutely, absolutely. And now, did anyone see the whole story floating around out there that they're going to try and eventually at the end of this make Roman the babyface? I think we have a long way to go before we even think about that. But it is an interesting idea of, do they spin it out of this of how The Rock, when he was kind of a heel, he kind of just naturally turned into this charismatic babyface. It took some time. It took a little bit of a transition. Now, granted, that's Dwayne, so he might be able to do that a bit easier, but it wouldn't be a bad shout for the long game, because it comes down to, if the bloodline is done, which we might find out it honestly is tonight, because we don't know what's going on with the Usos. If it's just Jimmy that turn, if Jay's still down, what's going on with all of that. But when you're done with Roman, once he loses the championship and the bloodline story runs its course, becomes a big issue of then what? And I still want Roman around. I still want Roman involved. So if they could find a way to spin it like that, I'd be down for it. It might take a little bit of a time to let it settle and let it, everything else wear off, but I could see it. On June 17th, I'm joining Team Collision. Well, Robert, thank you for the announcement. See, we don't need Tony Khan to make all the announcements for Collision. Robert's out here making announcements for Collision as well. But again, I'm really not a fan that they already announced that Punk's going to be there. I would have just let that simmer, let that boil. Give us a surprise. I know we bag at times on Tony for having too many surprises, but this is a time when you should have let it be a surprise. But we are about 4 minutes away from the kickoff of Friday Night SmackDown. So I'll remind everybody, as we're kicking off a fantastic feel-good Friday night, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We're going to be back at it all weekend for the Crockett Cup. And how you doing, buddy? But absolutely, nobody does it like we do. Nobody does it as much as we do. And we're still growing, still moving, big things popping, little things stopping up to something. Seasons never sleep. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe.
That's it, folks. Nick is completely right. I mean, that's what we do. We are the Wrestling Utopia. We shoot from the hip, uncensored, unscripted, unplanned. Just get on here and fireball. And that's how we're going to roll. Right?
I was going to say, you're about to take my whole stick from me there at the end of the show.
Right, and that's how we're going to roll through it tonight, Nick. It's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. The IWC, quote unquote, seems eager for it. I will say that Roman babyface idea, you're not there yet, especially with the angle with the Usos.
I think it's time. It's down the road. It's kicking stones way down the road. But I'm saying later.
Roman loses this belt, we do not see Roman for quite a while. I truly believe that.
Okay.
Well, I think he goes on a hiatus.
Well, I'm on a high, but not a hiatus. But I will pull the audience and I will pull you as well, sir, because I'm interested by this whole opinion, by this whole thought, by this whole situation we've got ourselves into because of Jimmy Uso.
Yes.
Is Jay gone as well?
No.
Or is Jimmy just the outcast? Like, do we have any early predictions for how this situation goes tonight as we're about 2 minutes away from kickoff here?
I think there's going to be we got time to kill, right, before the next pay-per-view. I don't think it's going to be clear cut. Like, Jimmy pulled Jay away. The pictures that you see from Night of Champions is Jimmy looking maniacal and pissed, and Jay looking apologetic, looking concerned, looking like, oh shit, what did you do?
Right.
However, I think ultimately the brothers got to come together. And I mean, that's where this is heading. But I think it's not going to be, hey, bro, I kicked him. Now we're going to do this, right? I think Jay is going to try and talk some sense into Jimmy.
Well, you think that big old daddy Keisha is going to show up as well, and
that's
going to play a involvement in this. Do you think that Rikishi is going to side and try and talk Jimmy to go back to dealing with Roman? If you don't turn your back on family, he goes all Vin Diesel, Fast and the Furious. This is family. Or being loyal to your brothers, to our family. Fuck his family. This is our family.
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting debate. Like, and the tweets that Rikishi put out could be interpreted either way for the most part. Like, legitimately, his comments left you wondering, is he giving his kids shit? Like, enough, behave. Or is he saying, like, I've had enough watching my kids get smacked around. I'm coming to protect my skin.
I still don't think we're going to fully get that, but I see a lot of people talking about how long Roman's got for to pass other people in the record books and everything. And Kenneth, we are at 2K now. Not quite. We're getting there. So you need to tell everybody they need to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I think it was Gilly who might have said it earlier. I think I clicked on it, but we didn't read it, of how he was saying he pile drives the share button whenever he's on Facebook. So absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. But
do it.
I still think we get to where Roman just does what he does best, and that comes down to just gaslighting.
Yeah.
I think we're very much going to get into a situation to where Roman even brings up the whole legal issues, everything. The whole reason that Jimmy never got in trouble, never got suspended.
I'm getting then, now, forever.
Yes.
Okay.
I got then.
Oh, I'm ahead.
Let me refresh, but I got, I'm getting the now then. So we're kicking off with Friday Night SmackDown right now, people. Together. I got forever right now.
I got together right now.
So you're going to be half a second ahead. We're good.
There we go. I just
held
up.
I just got
together. So, folks, we are live on a Friday night. That is Big Nick. I am KJ, if you didn't know already. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. This is SmackDown. We're going to keep you up to date on all the action as we go through. We take a prediction for every match, and we will take a rating out of 10. Right after this, we are going to transition into Rampage. Yes, Rampage. Remember that show? We used to watch it. Rampage tonight. The Rampage of Champions, which is adorable. And we're going to be here for every minute of it, folks. So do not go anywhere. Light up this chat. Give us a thumbs up. Give us some flames. Give us a happy emoji. Whatever you got to do. But we're getting a package right out of the gate about Roman Reigns.
What?
I'm getting a package.
Yeah, no, I heard you. It's the gimmick. No, I just got to the start of that. So, like I said, you're maybe half second ahead. You're undisputed Universal World Heavyweight Champion.
There you go. I got no sound. There's the sound.
King Jordan, what up? Yes, everybody throw up your ones right now. Use it to hit that like button. Use it to hit that subscribe button. Use it to hit that bell notification as we're acknowledging your tribal chief. And we are your tribal stream, I guess is the best way I could put that. Why?
Well, listen, man, like I still remember back when he took the belt and we were stunned. And then they teased Heyman. And we were like, no. And then it was Heyman. And ever since the connection between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman has been put in front of us, it's been crazy good.
Oh, absolutely. This has, as two guys who are of a certain vintage when it comes to wrestling fans and everything, and I don't want to say it's fully like the Attitude Era and everything like that, but this has been kind of the closest that they've gotten to, or at least some goddamn good storytelling. Yeah, you're hanging on the edge of your seat with everything of even Night of Champions. That's a big that's at times a problem with the matches involving the Bloodline or anyone around it. You're just waiting for the next bit of storyline. You're not super focused on the match at times.
Yeah, and I mean what they're showing us right now, folks, if you can't see, they're giving us like a timetable. So we're going through and you're seeing all the other past champions that Roman is
392 days.
Yeah. Then now we're at 448 days. Like Big E, Kofi, Sammy.
They're even showing him passing Punk, so I don't know if they're counting it as he's already passed him.
Yes, I believe so. 500 days. 503. There's Brock, one of his runs. Now we're back to WrestleMania.
So we're still just at the halfway point here.
Dude, I was on a live stream for WrestleMania 38, and I said, there's no way Roman's still going to be champion at 39, and I was wrong.
Well, big dogs arguing with their timetable. Well, again, this is when you break down the lineages and you get into the lore of the championship.
Right, but it is their timetable at the end of the day. You think they would get it right?
It's George Lucas can't go back and rewrite the fucking first 3 Star Wars movies. That never happened. Like,
no, he just makes additional Star Wars that aren't quite as good.
That just keep falling a little bit worse and a little bit worse.
Right.
So, well, and Steve and Lariat, did we miss? Never fear, Larry is here. But what you expect, it's WWE. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta just go. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
945 days passing names like Andre the Giant, like
Harley Race.
No, it's crazy though, and I love it or hate it, guys. And to be honest, if this was the baby phase push down your throat Roman that carried the belt for all this time, WWE might not have any fans left. But whether we like it or not, or whether you out there like it or not, and no matter what Chris Jericho tells himself, this has been the most compelling shit in all of wrestling for a long time now. To me, it's undisputable.
It's not deniable. Yeah, you can't argue with it. It is literally the undisputed in more ways than one, figuratively and literally.
And Austin Theory's in the ring. There's an interesting transition.
Right. Well, speaking of transitions, Ratnick saying same company that says Flair is only a 16-time world champion. Yeah, Tabernacle.
But then again, Flair can't remember the other 5, so do they count?
Waller and Theory as a team, that's not a bad shout, JV. But so this is what we're going to be getting all night is we literally get the start of Austin Theory in the ring, and then we instantly cut to another video showing Roman Reigns winning at WrestleMania 37.
Right. Roman 1,000 days as champion.
That still was such a great moment of I'm going to stack him and I'm going to pin him.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
It's crazy. And I mean, along the way, we've had some bumps in the road. Like, I mean, everybody remembers the botchy end of the KO saga.
Yeah, the handcuffs.
Well, KO, I still feel like kind of could have won that. Like, Roman was down.
Should have technically won.
Right? KO should have a belt on his shoulder.
Well, he does. He has 2, actually.
Well, now he has 2, yeah. That's going to change.
Yeah, they're the smaller versions, though.
Right. What's the 11 and the 1?
I think everybody's just trying to throw up their ones.
Oh, throwing up their ones.
Too many times.
2 ones. Okay, I got it.
They might have been busy with the other hand, so they just clicked it one too many times.
Interesting. This is good, dude. They got Austin Theory teaming up with Pretty Deadly. Kind of fits.
Well, see, I feel like this has been a thing that you and I've seen a couple other people online try and do. If they keep wanting to put Pretty Deadly in with like some sort of a faction a bit, I know I mentioned that they should have been the maximum models, but to me, that doesn't mean you pair them with them. You just Mason Mansoor, just thank you for coming.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly seem like the actual maximum male models? Like these guys should are doing fucking guest commercials and shit?
A little bit, but I could see that and raise you one better if you add them to Seth Rollins.
Oh, they all just become like the faction.
They're all out there. And does mother know thou weareth her drapes?
So Austin Theory is in the ring, folks. He's basically saying you're combining this amazing world championship reign with this amazing U.S. title reign, and the fans are saying, boo!
Well,
boo!
I like his kind of knockoff Cena shirt, but yes, for those who can't see what we see, we're getting Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly teaming up against the Brawling Brutes in a 6-person tag match. Bash, what up? Steve-O, what up? Yo, what's up, guys? Do you think someone will ruin Roman's celebration tonight? Yeah, and his name is Jimmy Uso.
No, well, I mean, it's WWE. You can't have a wedding. You can't have a contract signing. You can't have a birthday party. Fuck, half the time you can't show up in your own town. Like we're not getting through the celebration without some type of firework.
Did someone say 3 minutes?
What? I wish.
Well, here, Larry's answering your question here as we've got Austin Theory cutting a promo.
Why are you yelling, Larry? I know I yell.
No.
I actually do not know why we are doing 1. For the fun, I put 1-1. My man. All right. So it didn't.
They're just all letting us know that we're the number 1, channel out here doing this.
Right. Now. Hey, listen, man. We show up, we show out. I mean, we could be driving around the city
because that's what the show's about.
But we're here being serious, looking good, and that's how we roll. So, shout out to everyone else out there.
Well, we kind of look serious sometimes.
Well, we're having fun.
Having fun is the key point here.
We're seriously having fun.
Seriously.
Well, here comes Pretty Deadly upon intro from Austin Theory.
How dare you leave out the Festival of Friendship, KJ?
Oh, I love the Festival of Friendship.
Think about it. The man looks like KO. That's like a flashback for this man here.
Right? Yeah. Like, what the hell? That was amazing. I love that. That's what I mean. Like, when people tune in and they see me beating the shit out of Chris Jericho, man, I loved Chris Jericho. He was so good. And then he had a midlife crisis on national TV with a billionaire's budget.
Right. Hey, look, it's Ken and Barbie. No, it's Hans and Franz.
I like Ken and Barbie. That's pretty good. Hans and Franz is better.
Yeah, so I've got Fast and Furious again going by.
Man, I swear to God.
It's terrible living around fucking John Cena and Vin Diesel and all of that.
Honestly,
they constantly are just out there,
Nick, honestly feel like it's like, is Nick streaming? All right.
Right.
Every fucking day.
They're anti-Waters. That's what they are. They're anti-Waters.
Yeah, right.
How does someone show out? Well, ask Ric Flair, ask,
show up and show out.
Dusty Rhodes, ask,
Larry, at your age, if you haven't shown out a little.
Pause the fuck.
Come on now, buddy.
I was about to just follow up with superstar Billy Graham, and you're out there.
Right.
Oh, if you haven't shown out.
So right now we got Pretty Deadly in the ring with Austin Theory. Yeah, they're definitely doing the Hans and Franz.
Well, no, it's Zoolander.
Very much.
And we've got the Brawling Brutes coming out right now. So, folks, give us your predictions. Whether you're taking Pretty Deadly and Austin Theory or the Brawling Brutes here. I was trying to come up with a clever name for the trio for Theory and the Pretty Deadly, but
Maximum Male Models right now for now.
I was going to just call them the A-holes.
Kinda. That's accurate. Mm-hmm. The Brawling Brutes are here, so we'll see where this goes. But we will take your predictions, like Nick said. Who you got? Who you taking tonight? A reminder, we do have our current predictions champion up on the screen. I think the next time we're going to do it is Money in the Bank. So show up and show out.
We're not going to defend it at the Crockett Cup here?
You want to do it on the Crockett?
Yeah, you can't hack hard. You can't crack it at the Crockett Cup. What?
Davey Crockett.
Oh, that's not where I expected you to go with that, but sure.
No.
Victor, what up?
By Ridge. What?
I was shouting out Victor.
My Victor. What up, Victor?
Dog taking Brutes. Boston taking Brutes. Kevin letting us know that he's doing fantastic.
I'm taking, just for the record, not to interrupt, but I am taking Theory. Theory of Deadly. Deadly Theory.
That's not a bad name.
Can we call him BDT?
With the BBC? With the BCC?
Right, the PDT. Pretty Deadly Theory.
XYZ, LMNOP, LWO.
So Pretty Deadly and Theory are in control. I am taking the heels on this one.
Well, Kenneth's agreeing with you. Damien's agreeing with you.
No, he's not.
In a West End town, a dead end. What the hell are you going on about, JV?
In the West End girls. JV, what's up? Yeah, I'm with you.
I missed it.
I get you, TV.
I'll take the Brutes then. I'll take Team Babyface.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Babyface Brawling Brutes. Too many B's. 3 B's.
Yeah, B's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting flashbacks to the draft.
Why is that?
Because you picked a lot of B's, remember?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of big beefy B's.
What?
A lot of big beefy B's.
Pause. But Kit Wilson tagging in Austin Theory, so we're getting Theory versus Dunn. I'm not going to keep calling him Butch because they keep teasing us with these stories that they're going to change his name back, and then they never do it. We'll get new champions before we get Butch going back to Pete Dunne.
This is amazing, and it got a huge pop. Austin Theory points over Dunn and says, I want Sheamus. I think that's awesome, and the crowd.
Sheamus has gotten really over. Everybody, think about it. When he was facing Gunther, all of that, when he was going against Austin Theory, around WrestleMania time, people were pulling behind Sheamus.
They fucked up the heat there because Theory calls out Sheamus. When Sheamus goes to grab him, Theory jumps out of the ring and they go to commercial. They don't even throw to it. This is mid-jump. They're like, bye.
Yeah, there's some out. But Brad, what up?
Yes,
what's
up, Brad?
Here and not even watching, but I bet Theory ditches him. Shout out, my guy.
Too soon.
Appreciate you stopping by.
I think they're all heelish enough to hang out together for a little bit. I think it could work and it could help.
You want them to be a faction.
What?
Yeah, I said you mentioned them about being a faction. So
yeah, they could hang out together because, like you said, they're like Team A-hole. They fit well. Pause.
Don't. Moving on. Keyshawn, what up? Pet Shop Boys. I love that VH. So I guess outside my range here. Good 80s group, says Dale. What up, Dale? Scott, what up? Run to the hills, guys. Run to
God's back. Good to see you, buddy.
Well, I will take this time as we are in commercial break, and I'm sure we've got new faces showing up in the chat. We've got old names showing up in the chat. We've probably missed half these chat messages. I will remind everybody we do have the super chat, the super stickers, all of that. So you can make sure you get your point across if you want to just help support the channel as well. But if you want to let us know what your wild prediction is for what's going to happen with Roman's 1,000-day celebration, or if you just want to acknowledge your tribal chief and your tribal stream, we got the super chat and the super stickers.
Yeah, absolutely. Let us know what you think is going to play out tonight. I know the fantasy booking, and I joked of we got Rikishi teases, but remember before they were rumored to be flying like all the Samoans in, and it didn't work out due to
Well, what if we get new ones? What if we get, Jacob?
down,
I hate that I said
down.
that way, but what if we get like Jacob Fatu? What if we get Tamatonga showing up? What if
I'm
we get
down.
Hikuleo that was rumored about?
You know what?
Lance Anawahi, all of that.
Lance on Hawaii. You know what? When you think the heel, the champ is down and out, what's better? What a better angle. The Usos are standing there. Roman's like, really? You're both going to turn on me? You're going to turn on me? And then they get kicked in the side of the head by like a Hikuleo or a Tommy
Roman, I
Tonga.
could see Roman right now just doing like how he did with, I think it was Jakes, where he's sitting there and just wailing on him, got him, grabbing by the back of his head and saying, "You think I needed you? You think I needed you?"
Yeah. And then Paul Heyman just smiling because he's the fucking mastermind behind it all. So yeah, I could see that working. I could see that as a way of let's increase interest in the bloodline. You got to keep them.
Add some new blood to the bloodline.
We've had chapters, right? And I know sometimes people get impatient, but I thought the story has had layers, right? It's had chapters, and we've moved along well. And when you thought they were dull, Sammy came along. Now Sammy and KO are kind of out of the picture. What's next? Now we got a Jimmy angle to deal with. The Jay stuff was already good. So bringing in like a Jacob Fatu or someone else to spice, I'm down. We still have another Little Loose.
Well, facts, but still, I do think that we're ultimately just going to end up to where we get Jimmy kind of getting that Jay kind of run to where we got main event Jey Uso. We're going to get there, and then it's Solo's turn to have that moment, and then, Usos assemble is what we'll end up with.
But yeah, I'm just curious if it's, sorry, Nick, I'm just curious if it's a case of like Jay kind of stuck in the middle until that moment. Like
in the middle with Uso.
I don't know, man. Like, I love the fact that there's that intrigue. I know a lot of people said, oh, Jay went too, but I love the fact that from what I witnessed, and I've watched Night of Champions twice, it really looked like, he was being pulled away, and he was like, shit, Oos, no, Oos. Like,
right. I'm doing what you should have done a long time ago.
Exactly, right? So I'm all for it.
Brad, appreciate the shout out. Just a theory, though, and that's not just a theory. That's a Brad theory. But
is it a pretty deadly theory?
Over 900,000.
Just want to click on
them. Attaboy.
I'm going to click on this one just because it supports what Bash said. Yeah, it was 923. I will say this though, Nick. The first time they mentioned Punk's name on AEW in a long time, and it's the first show to go over 900 in a long time.
But Punk's name did get a smattering of boos as well. It did get smattering of boos.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid, I think 70%, 75% of the fans were happy, and there was a chunk that were not happy. And I said it on Wednesday.
They're going to say it's all because of Don Callis.
Still, that would be funny as fuck.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, they went over 9. They need to stay over 9. And I'm curious how these numbers are going to look when we come out. If we do a brand split, how's Saturday going to do? Or is Punk and Ace Steel going to make Collision must see? Hot tag.
That's going to be the thing when you get the split there. Hot tag to Shamo.
Will Dynamite lose viewers if it's all like the Bucks? Like they're already hinting at the Elite and Dark Order having issues again. I don't like it. Jericho's still fucking around. I'm concerned what Wednesdays are going to look like.
Right. Well, real quick, Big Dog saying tribal stream. That's not even in my native tongue, dude. What?
I like that. Well,
speaking in tongues. What? Shout out to Victor, by the way, for the super chat. And Strowman undergoing neck surgery and vows to return to the ring. Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah.
We all saw the story going around about how he was seen around Birmingham, which, we're getting
3 white
trios. White noise?
In stereo.
Right. Well, in trios, or triple. So how do you say, what's the 3 version of stereo? Because isn't stereo 2?
I thought in stereo was just like the same.
I don't know. What comes around is all around, Ricky.
They're in sync like JT and the boys. Let's go.
Right. But bro kick to Theory and Pretty Deadly drags him out. But yeah, we all saw that he was around Birmingham with Dr. Alex Andrews, which is notorious with WWE, need and surgery and all of that. I didn't know it was neck fusion. I actually saw people sending me that, and I was like, no, there's no way it's neck fusion.
Oh,
and then saw it from him, so.
That was a little clunky. Yeah, no, I mean, it's unfortunate. Braun was away for a while, not due to injury. Wow, moonsault. Guys, I swear to God, the action is going well enough that it keeps interrupting us. Nice start, and the fans love the Brawling Brutes.
Absolutely.
We're going to another commercial, though. Holy shit.
Well, correction. Once I find it, you're going through
I'm going through another commercial. Folks, we are on another commercial break. Victor, we appreciate it. Any penny we get goes right back into the empire, goes right back into the channel, and helps us grow. We appreciate this love. And yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate for Strowman. I will say this real quick. A lot of people were mad about WWE originally reporting undisclosed injury. And they were like, well, why aren't they telling us? This is ridiculous. Listen, I mean, I grew up a hockey fan, Canadian, go figure. But in the playoffs, I got a lower body injury. I got an upper body injury. They wouldn't disclose injuries in other sports. I think the fans expect more than they deserve sometimes. You're not automatically, in the know for everything. That's part of how this business works. When fans would get really upset, like, well, they didn't tell us they were doing that. They're not supposed to. You got to give it some time. You got to let things work out. And yeah, I found that a funny part of this story was fans upset. Like, oh, we should know. You don't necessarily have a right. It's a privilege. JV says Punk equals money. I would love to see somebody in the chat. If you are a person that does not agree with this statement, I'd love to hear it. I personally agree with that. And yeah, we'll see. I thought the announcement was flat, lackluster. One of the biggest names in your company's history, one of the biggest names in modern wrestling, a guy that is a draw, whether you love him or hate him, whether he's an asshole or not, whether he beat up your favorite buck or not, he is a draw. So for me, I think they could have done better. And they could have made it simple. Could have been something simple like a pre-tape where he just popped up on the screen and said, I'm back, and then disappeared again. Something other than just Tony being like, CM Punk. And then you get that lukewarm kind of mixed reaction. It's not great. Clay, I'm watching NBA this weekend. What am I watching? NASCAR this Sunday. What? I have a stacked schedule. Why? Well, thank you for making the Wrasslin for Life Network part of that schedule. We greatly appreciate it, folks. As soon as we get back from this commercial break, we will dive right back into the action. Of course, we still have this six-man tag going on between the Brutes and Pretty Deadly and Theory. I'm surprised. We literally have gone through. Is this the third commercial we've gone through? So eating a lot of time on this clock already, coming up to the first half-hour mark. So I imagine this match is going to wind down soon. You would imagine, right? Victor, another one. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. One of the OGs of the chat. Thanks for the update. I wondered why we haven't seen Strowman, Victor Nash. Yeah, no, it's really true. Like when we asked it the other day, we were like, where is Strowman? Saw Ricochet a couple times. Ricochet qualifies for Money in the Bank, but no Strowman. But it comes out that he was injured, and then it comes out today or yesterday that he was getting a neck fusion, which we know is a very temperamental surgery. So I wish him all the best. I hope he makes a speedy recovery. Big man. I hope he, I'm sure he'll be back at it at some point. And right now, we're coming back to the action. Dunn fighting everybody off, kicking and punching. A kick for each, Pretty Deadly. And then we get a warm tag instead of a hot tag. Being that Pete was all kind of beat up. Oh, I like that assisted power bomb. Woo! Hey, maybe the WWE is going to introduce trios titles. Sheamus with the knee from the top. Twice we've seen Sheamus come off the top tonight, guys. All right, so Pretty Deadly making a match of it. I really like Pretty Headley. Okay. Debut as a trios, but I can see Brutes win for a feud. It all depends. Like I think they're gonna win here. Yeah, could it lead to a tag match that they eventually don't win? Maybe, but keep in mind if you're trying to build up the young talent, when you bring up a Karrion Kross and you have him lose, oh wow, code breaker, and you have him lose to a roll up and then lose again, and we've seen it with others. You got to bring him up, make him look good. You got to put a shine on him. Austin Theory with Sheamus up, he is shaking. Wow. 2. Wednesday will be the new Rampage. Collision will be the new Dynamite. We'll see. I mean, it will be very interesting, Rocco. And I keep saying this. As a fan of AEW, the division amongst the fan base is not good for business. Not like this. You want healthy debate. You want fans, I like my guy better. It happens in the WWE all the time. But when you make a big announcement of a big star, it'd be like Cody Rhodes debuts at WrestleMania and 30% of the crowd booed. Didn't happen. The crowd is singing the song you want them to sing. And anytime the crowd's not singing the song you want them to sing, it's a disconnect between your product and the audience. Wow. Theory just got laid out. Wow. Huge knee by Sheamus. Woo. Keep the chat coming. Keep it coming. KJ, look at the shine of KO when he debuted and won the belt off Cena. Absolutely. We think of Page's debut. We think of even, Cena when he first came up, not from NXT, but from OVW, walks out and puts fucking Angle to the grind. Loses, but you got to make him look good. Boston, don't put that evil out there. Well, I mean, this match is going for 15-20. And we've had like tandem offense. And look, now we're getting beat to the Bowery. Peach is wailing away. Austin Theory's the legal man. Richard, I'll take your word for it. Though I probably shouldn't. Couldn't get away. Was an asshole, but told the truth, so it's good Punk returns. Punk is not the first. Listen, should he have gone off like that at a press conference? No. I surmise that he was extremely frustrated and sick of the shit, and Tony didn't want to deal with it. I think Punk thought by putting it out on Front Street in front of everybody, it would force Tony to deal with it. Instead, the Bucks tried to deal with it, and it led to the Bucks getting knocked out. What is happening right now? What is happening? Oh, they pulled the apron over. So they trick Ridge. Now they're setting it up. And then, wow. Neck breaker. Both men down. 1, 2, 3. Theory with the pin. And that would be a point for me tonight. Sorry I'm late. How's the revealing of Reigns' new belt yet? Bobby, big wheels. Nothing yet. We got our first match of the night. Austin Theory. Actually, the first half an hour of SmackDown has involved Austin Theory. Austin Theory and Team A-Hole get a W, and the Brutes lose. Again. And I ran. There we go. Couldn't get away. Austin Theory is a legal man. Well, he is now. No trios. Gotcha. I think Pretty Deadly came out to flock of seagulls. They would be instantly over. Do it. So now we're getting a replay of Night of Champions. The main event by the looks of it. They're going to remind us what happened between Sammy, KO, and the ref bump. KJ, look at the shot. Got that one. WWE commentators say Codebreaker. Can't say Codebreaker anymore. The word is banned. Yeah, well, tough shit. I'm not on their commentary team, so it's a code breaker to me. The indie stuff will be on Wednesday. Friday will move to story driven. I agree with that, Keyshawn. I really do believe that that's kind of how this is shaping up, especially with stories of like Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Ace Steel. These are going to be some of the creative people behind Collision. If that's true, and they go to more story-based wrestling, what if you're Tony Khan and your Saturday show in a tough spot outperforms your Wednesday show? What if people start tuning out in droves because they don't want to see the Bucks and Moxley and Orange Cassidy every week? What if? Speaking of what
things you don't want to see. Why?
No, that's not where I'd go with that one. Get out of here.
Fair enough. And don't worry, folks, if my eyes are a little pink, it's not, I didn't get pepper sprayed or anything. It's just the vitamins.
Allergies. Just the vitamins. You go straight for
I'm allergic to vitamins, yeah.
These vitamin allergies are terrible.
These vitamin allergies are just kicking my ass here. Well, speaking of kicking ass, we're getting the replay where Jimmy Uso was kicking Roman's ass.
Yes. See, look at Jimmy. Look at Jay. Sorry, this whole replay, guys. Jay's not celebrating. Jay's not like, I'm in, bro.
He's damn near shedding a tear of like, why would you do that? You everything up. Happy Heyman backstage. Again, great visual. He's holding both championships. Waddling through the backstage. Respectfully, Mr. Heyman.
Part of me knew that was going to be said.
What? But he walks into Roman's locker room. So, do we get the new championship first and foremost?
I think so. Do it up. Commemorate 1,000 wins. Do it. It's not a bad thing.
That would be... Is that how you set up the...
Did I say wins? Days.
Right, but still at this point, he might have 1,000 wins, but to where you set it up to where he's debuting a new championship, and that's when you hear the down since day one, down since. And or at least Jimmy fucks up that ceremony, and that's... You ruined my fucking moment.
Yeah, but you know what's odd, Nick? I have this suspicion that they're going to be like, and here's your new belt. And right before they reveal it, it's going to be, wrestling has more than one royal family.
No, he has to stay away.
Why else is he showing up tonight? They've already told us he's going to be here tonight.
Brock Lesnar, which again, it proves.
Was Brock on SmackDown?
That's the only thing I could think of, because then it just proves even more of like, why the fuck are you here? Keep that shit on Raw.
What's up, Kayla? How you doing? Nick, you weren't here at the time, but I'm sure she says hi to you too.
Nah, that's fine. You can have that.
KJ, more respect for PD. Because I called him Team Asshole?
Oh. That was me. You just took my name. So
I called him A-hole to be nicer. There you go. Yeah. Blame Nick.
Right.
Smart move. I love it. What was the smart move? LA Knight better win, Nick.
Yes. Yeah. Keep Cody away from Roman. Boo Earns. Yeah, that's very much a Boo Earns moment.
I completely agree, but that's what I'm terrified is going to happen. And I can already hear, the little trolls with their drums beating, ready to go to war on this one.
Starting up their virtual cars.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Fast and the Furious.
Well,
AEW edition.
When you can't use the pedals of an actual one. Anyway.
He's got the little extender things with the blocks on the end so he can hit the pedals.
I instantly got is your bed a car? Yeah, fucking sweet car.
Fucking sweet car bed. Right, but do you have a race car bed? No, I sleep in bed with your wife.
They gave Hogan a trophy when he reached 3 years as champion back in '87. They should do something special for Roman. Yeah, that's not terrible, big dog. I mean, I think their trophy is going to be a new belt. That's what I think.
Ooh. Well, Keyshawn's getting down your alley here with should bring Rikishi out.
I'm all for it because I really think this sets up something. Kish comes out and he's like, he says to Roman, I don't like what you're doing. We're blood. You don't treat my kids like that. I watched you grow up, Oos. And then Roman turns on Kish and lays up just what a dagger to the heart of Jimmy and Jay. And it galvanizes them.
Yeah, but then Jay's gone out of that. Like, if you're
Yeah.
Jey Uso and you don't team up with your brother, you look like a bitch. But I
The
don't
tricky
think
part
Jay's
is-
gone. But that's the thing, is you'd have to make that to where Jay's out of the bloodline as well, which some people have. I think he, like you said, he was solemn and remorse and everything during that whole situation. He was the one that apologized for Jimmy.
Yeah, he's been trying to keep the peace. And I think we talked about this already, dude, is Jay's playing the, bro, I've been there, man.
I don't want to go down this road.
Yeah, I know he can be an asshole, but I can't. This doesn't end well for us.
It's better to go along to get along.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's part of this, and it plays out really well. But Paul talking to Solo.
Yeah. Bonkers, what up? Cody on Raw, keep him away from SmackDown. Yes, 100%. AW presents bragging rights. Bring out Roman's new family, maybe.
Yeah, let's go. Now, Paul telling Solo we need to make tonight special.
Well, Larry's saying if Keish comes out, SmackDown gets an automatic 10. That's how you're too cool.
Oh, my shit glitched for a second.
Got to make sure that's your brother, the Usos. Don't get involved. So this is a weird position you got to put Solo in. If you've essentially Paul's telling him you've got to take out your brothers.
Solo's the X factor. And I think they teased it really well when Roman brushed him. Because Solo's that guy that, like, I love you, but you're not going to brush me, bro.
Well, it's still one of those of that he's such deadpan with everything that you literally can't read it. You have to try and look at subtle nuances and try and read it. Like, there's one thing that especially, I hate the stereotype, but Roman Reigns especially has gotten down really well on this run is his physical presentation of the little mannerisms, the how he, does a little face, this and that. And Solos copy that perfectly. The Usos are getting there, but a lot of Samoan wrestlers tend to have, a la The Rock, have that really good in-ring that, like, when they know the camera's on, they can move their face a certain way. They react to everything just perfectly.
Dude, and everything from, and we saw those moments, like when Sammy popped Jay and everybody was trying not to laugh. One of the best segments by far in ages. Right. I watched that segment, I still laugh. But it's all been about that. Like, even like a Paul Heyman. And you see the effect of Paul Heyman with all of them of like, all right, when he says this, you're going to like just react with your face. Roman does it all the time.
Oh, well, even like, then, like you said with that whole segment to where Jay was breaking and trying to run away, and even Roman had the timing and everything and pull him. No, come here. We're going to talk about this. But we're getting earlier today of the OC right now after we got a replay of the AJ
Happy birthday. I think it's someone in the chat's birthday too. I think we might have missed it, but it was a birthday. Someone has the same birthday as AJ Styles.
I feel like a lot of people have had a lot of birthdays lately. So happy birthday to everybody, I guess. Happy birthday for you being, tuning into us, bud.
Right.
See money out here wanting Scotty too hottie. We already got one guy who does the worm, bud. Who are your favorite Money in the Bank male and female winners or favorites for? Okay, LA Knight and Cody and Io Sky. Well, I think those are the
Cody's not doing it.
No, Cody.
LA Knight, I think Logan Paul's. Oh, sorry, but you say I talked all over you, man.
No, you're good. I was just saying. I was pretty much just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
I would, but my pick, like my 1-2 for men, is LA Knight and Logan Paul.
Oh yeah,
I think Logan Paul is a very compelling Money in the Bank winner, to be honest, with Seth Rollins as champion.
Well, and there's been a lot of people lately saying that, or at least he's come out and said it's been rumored that, he wants to actually get back in the ring. Like, he's kind of chomping at the bit to get back into some action here.
Yeah, no, I saw that as well. I like seeing that. I do appreciate that. And, a lot of times the celebrities are criticized for not having that desire. So good on them.
Right.
Show up, show out, do your thing. And I think he'd be I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think he would be a really good Money in the Bank holder.
Well, especially if you've got Seth as a champion, but So we had the OC coming out, and right now we're back in commercial break again. Very commercial heavy through the first hour, I feel.
Yeah, and I know SmackDown's bad. Fox, knock it off. But it's been a lot. We had 3 sets of commercials in the opening match. It's gross.
I wish they came out with the OC music, not Styles music. Fair enough.
I agree.
Bobby, my best bet. Cody as Money in the Bank winner. No.
He's not done with Brock.
Solo will side with Roman until Roman turns his attention to Rikishi, like he's going to attack Kishi. That's when Solo gets it in Roman's face. Don't even think about it. So that's when we get. So tonight is when we get your moment of, King Kong ain't got on me, and then just Denzel goes down.
Yeah, it might be too soon for that. I don't know.
Way too soon. Got this.
We got more to go.
You've still got the Jimmy Solo run, the Jimmy side quest that you've got that you can go down. Then you can still spread it out. Don't do what Tony did, where you have 4 storylines, you mesh them, you give what everybody wants too fast. Yeah. And you've got the 4 pillars match when you could then just build solo challenges all the way through it. You can build storylines here. You can build chapters. You don't need to go to the end of the book right out of the gate.
No, absolutely. And even here, Brandon, welcome. What do you think the chances of Solo turning on Roman tonight? Not tonight, but there could be seeds planted, right? Could be a case of maybe Solo grabs him and looks like he's going to do it, but doesn't do it. And then Roman's got to try and repair that because he can't have nobody. There could be a case of, they hit each other by accident. But I could see Solo staying stoic and keeping us guessing for a minute.
See, I think it's going to be slim and none, because what I do with this is, if I'm booking this, we're focusing just on Jimmy. Solo's whole little thing, we forget about the nudge initially. That becomes an Easter egg down the road of this solidifies the Roman and Solo bond and everything, to where even say Solo could be the one that he looks like he's going to be nice with Jimmy and all of that. And then he pushes him right towards Roman or something like that. Like pushes him into a spear.
Well, I think an important part of the storytelling here is Solo got kicked in the face by both of them and got the pin. So Solo,
and that could be what Roman could gaslight with that and say, that's all I saw. I saw you guys super kick your brother.
And so, Solo has his reasons not to just jump in bed with his brothers as well. And again, it's this age-old story of, family, the power, where do you go? Where do you align? What wins out?
Ratnick saying, Bloodline will make peace tonight. Larry, I don't know what you're talking about, but baby.
You've been hearing stories about me again, have you?
Don't do what Donnie don't does. There's too many D's there. I was getting confused.
Now we're going to replay a SummerSlam July 30th.
We're getting back through the annals of the 1,000 days as champion for Romulus Reigns.
Absolutely. Of course, one of the more memorable matches where Farmer Brock showed up with a tractor.
Has Brock Lesnar and Roman's feud been put in that annal? Again, to where you had like Austin, Dwayne, Brett, Shawn, a bit of, to where those were 2 guys that, two guys that when you think of a generation.
Yeah, okay. In that regard, I kind of see what you're saying, Nick. Yeah. I think, you're not wrong. It's like the clash of 2 of the most gigantic names of a time period, for sure.
They always built it. Whether you were a fan of it or not, it main evented 3 WrestleManias in a row.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen them exchange titles. We've seen them go back and forth. We've seen Paul
exchange managers.
Yeah, amen. So you're not wrong in that regard, because I think initially my thought was the only thing that lacked was I don't think Roman and Brock delivered in the ring well enough. Yeah. But overall, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
Right. I was going to say, that's, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I jumped on it. Then I was like, okay, I see what you're saying for sure.
Yeah, but no, we do have Skid Row, Sugar Honey Iced Tea Row, Hit Row versus the Good Brothers right now. So give us your predictions. And am
Yeah,
I the only one that's been seeing all of this interaction between Mishin, Mia Yim, and pretty much all of Hit Row about just, well, you guys kind of harassed, so maybe just put it down now?
Yeah, speaking of Hit Row being on the TV screen, I'll be back.
Fair enough. I just saw that. So you got me, folks, right now as KJ takes a pause for the cause, and I don't really blame him for missing out on this match, because is anyone taking Hit Row to win this match? Because I don't really think that you should be. I think that they obviously Top Dollar did a whole diss track towards the OC. So I think that we're going to weirdly maybe have this be a feud for a little bit, but I don't really like it. I think AJ was a guy that was rumored for a while of being one of the next challengers for Roman. And if he's going to be involved with Hit Row, it's already going to just negatively affect everything. It's going to just drag it down. You're going to be weighed down by that anchor. But big spine buster from Carl Anderson on Ashanti. Interesting shout, Ratnick. That could happen. Would make a great swerve. Everyone has a different opinion on who will end Reigns' reign. I stand with my opinion that the man started it all with of this is Bray Wyatt. That's not a bad shout, and we can talk about that. Especially, I want to get KJ's opinion about the whole idea of, the Fiend coming back, and then, granted, allegedly all the molds that for the mask were already burned and destroyed. So, can they bring the Fiend back? Do we just ignore Uncle Howdy? But Gallows right now in the ring. Got OC for the win. Remember when the Horseman turned on Ole Anderson? Arn said it with the Horseman against his own family. Fair enough. Yeah, and that's not actually a bad shout. Good Brothers for the win. That was a Malibu's Most Wanted reference. Fair enough. And the Good Brothers pick up the win as Flop Dollars just out here giving the laziest of big boots as, AJ going to hit a phenomenal forearm. This is just, why is the OC involved with this? I know there's the rumored potential future endeavors that are going to be happening and everything, but what purpose does Hit Row serve at this point outside of Jobber faction, Jobber tag team? Honestly, send them back down to NXT. Let them develop a little bit. Them on the main roster, you're drowning in a shark tank, I feel. Randy Orton, John Cena. Yes, JV. That's another good shout for, again, feuds that when you think of it, they were your two top guys that just always found a way to go back towards each other. Gallows and Anderson for the win. Well, Bonkers, you're right. I think Logan will face Ricochet at SummerSlam after Ricochet cost Logan Money in the Bank. It's not a bad shout. As I've got Adam Pearce backstage right now with Paul Heyman. Imagine jobbing to Hit Row. Nightmare fuel. Everybody's 2-0. Bash Brothers for the win. Me and KJ, we're Bash Brothers here. All right. Not so. AJ slimmed up. Fair. Okay. 2-0. As I missed what Pierce said, but I just cut back to Heyman saying, call Roman Reigns. And, Usos aren't in the building. There we go. Thank you, KJ. So we're getting the carpet rolled out, and is it a blue carpet instead of, yes, it's a blue carpet instead of a red carpet. It's for the Waller effect. It's for the Waller effect. That's why we're getting the palm trees out here. I thought they were maybe trying to, go with the kind of Polynesian vibe here. But I cut back to Heyman saying, call Roman Reigns, and Michael Cole instantly cuts in with famous last words. Bash Brothers, Gallows, and Anderson. I know you were talking about Big Dog, but excuse me for trying to get us over a little bit. But we are back in commercial break, folks. So speaking of getting us over, I will remind everybody, if you have not done so, be a friend, tell a friend. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do this all the time. We do it for the peoples. We are a channel for fans, by fans, Christ. You can even ask anybody here. I was in the chat for the longest time and then still ended up being here regularly. So 100%, we are nothing without you people, and greatly appreciative to anybody that spends any bit of time here. But we still are always growing, always expanding, big things popping, little things stopping up to some season never sleeps. Now with Miss Luna Havoc on the team, we got the TikToks, we got, the Twitters is popping off, the shorts on the YouTubes and everything like that. We got the merch store, we got the Discord, we got all the links, we got everything you need when it comes to your pro wrestling needs and content needs. So you're doing your friends a disservice by not telling them about us. Why? Fucking Little Caesars out here with their commercial making me hungry. But anyways, Big Dog just laughing. Kevin, what up? Jenny, is Roman going to face Jimmy soon? Jenny, I hope that Jimmy, I don't know why I combined your names, but I hope that Jimmy and Roman are going to have a match soon. I think that could be, because we've heard the rumor that Roman's going to be advertised for Money in the Bank, or be involved, sorry, I should say, for a title match at Money in the Bank as well as SummerSlam. And him versus Jimmy works perfectly as a match for Money in the Bank. I've seen the speculation, maybe you do Jay as a special guest referee, but I don't think so. I think you do. Jey Uso had his trials and tribulations when it came to the tribal chief, and that's where we got main event Jey Uso out of. I think Jimmy needs to go through that whole run a bit, and I think, honestly, I'll poll the audience here of thumbs up, thumbs down. Which do you think would be the bigger headline tomorrow? Of Rikishi showing up tonight on Friday Night SmackDown to deal with Usos, whichever way it goes, with Roman Reigns' 1,000-day celebration, or Roman sitting there and gaslighting Jimmy and walking him down with all of this stuff about how, well, the whole reason that you're still employed here is because of me and all of that. And
the bigger headline,
gaslight into that. We go that route with it. I think that'll grab headlines, that'll grab attention, and we need,
but not nearly as much as a Keish appearance. Not that I think it's going to happen, but as headlines,
you don't think people are going to retweet Roman just walking down Jimmy?
Yeah, but it's Keishi making a comeback. Like, people will fucking lose their mind. That will go every.
It is a tight race. I will give you that.
Yeah, no. I think Roman gaslighting the Usos, which we expect will get love for sure. Like, it'll be a big thing to talk about. But more than someone like that returning, nah.
But I still think we get Jimmy's kind of trials and tribulations there with the tribal chief, like Jay had, and we get a bit of a shine, a bit of a spotlight.
Breaking news. Seth will defend his title. A title defense on Raw.
Well, because he issued an open challenge, and Damian Priest, I saw on Twitter, was the one that answered it.
There we go.
Because how Big E, in honor of Big E, is what Seth was saying, of he issuing open challenges when it comes to the world title.
Right. Charisse is in the house.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Charisse? And I hope you're not expecting me to know more Spanish beyond that, besides mucho cerveza, por favor.
I was going to say, I got that one down, Pat.
Right. I know how to get wasted in Tijuana. That's better. Wasted away again in Margaritaville.
Right. I mean, that's how I learned it.
Right.
Cervezo?
How do you feel? Because you're not, to my knowledge, my recollection, you're not been the biggest fan of these kind of talk showy segments and all of that. How do you feel that Grayson Waller's getting this kind of platform, that he's now got his talk show? It's a regular segment. It feels like the KO show, the Jarrah show, the Jarratron 5000, the Ding Dongs, Hellos, all of that.
Yeah, you know what? I could do without them. I really could. I mean, it's odd, but no. Oh, your new Raw Women's Champion,
Asuka.
Oh, there you go.
I do like that when he did it on like NXT, and he's sitting there and he's live streaming it.
Yeah,
and they're pulling out the comments literally as they're doing it. Like, that's fine. Like, if you want to make it seem halfway interactive, that's fine. This is going to get interesting with Asuka and Waller. I think there might be a failure to communicate here a little bit.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. But, yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really much care for the segments, more because of how they do them. And usually it's Waller or KO calling out the person they hate or the person they're about to fight. And it's just a shit show. And we know we're gonna get a shit show.
By the way, Grade 55 Sandy says Grayson is handsome and smart. Grayson Guy 14, best part of the week. I live for the Waller effect. Pet Bandit 18. What's good after the show, Grayson?
You're not gonna read them all, are you?
No, I was stopping there. I just thought it was funny. I just mentioned it. My mea culpa.
Dream match. Asuka versus Su Yung. Nah.
Honestly.
Maybe a little.
Honestly.
I wouldn't hate it. I don't know if I'd jump over people to see it.
Well, don't worry. Charisse might know if she's out here, letting us know it's too sweet out here.
There you go. And I think she threw up a super sticker, actually. A Battle Royal participant, Nick.
Ooh. Pride Heart Rainbow Philly. Where
did we get the Philly part?
I don't know.
I see the colorful hearts on this end, but I don't know where the Philly side of this came. But shout out. Thank you, Charisse.
Just making sure Philadelphia knows. Pride Heart. I think Larry just brought this up. So does Waller get missed tonight? How do we end this here? Where does this segment go? Here?
Waller gets misted? Yeah, okay. No, I mean, I feel like someone's going to... Okay, so what they're doing here, in my humble opinion, is, again, Asuka isn't known for her communication to the American audience, and they'll use a Waller to kind of do some talking. Right? They're trying to give her a buffer. However, I may be wrong.
Well, no. Waller's having the same look that I feel like some of us are, because she just started to cut a promo in Japanese.
Someone's going to come out, right?
Women's champion, and Waller's like, what?
I couldn't have said it better myself.
He's just like, I could have said it better myself. He's playing the dumb, like, just whatever you say, I agree with you. Yes, you did good.
I think someone's going to come out and have a conversation with Asuka. I'm just trying to think what baby face is kicking around that Asuka can beat up.
That's a good question.
I'm really, dude, I still haven't figured out who's on what show because the WWE won't help me.
Well, it's Abbott and Costello is in charge of the bookings back there of who's on first and what's on second.
Right? Who's on Raw? What's on SmackDown? Fuck.
Or like
why is on NXT?
Rush Hour.
Yeah.
No, I am you. No.
Who? No, who? Not who.
No, not you, motherfucker. Oh, she just looks like she swallowed a fucking Kool-Aid pouch there because she's already got the mist going in her mouth there.
Kool-Aid pouch. Oh, shit! You talk about Dream Match?
Yeah. Oh! Hey, they're both on SmackDown. Let's go!
Waller's like, I have no clue what she's saying either.
I'm still fine with this because remember when everybody thought that you should have had them with a trios of her, Io, and Kyrie? I'm game for this. This just got me excited.
I have
all the stardom marks right now should be tuning in.
Losing their mind. I'm losing. Listen, I love Io Sky. My only sadness here is Asuka.
Io had a better match with Bianca than Asuka did.
Could he? Yeah. No, 100%.
Right.
This feels very stereotyping.
Little bit.
Uh-oh.
Bailey.
Let's not forget about Bales.
Fucking Michael Cole just said, there goes the ratings.
Did he? Oh, he hates her. It's so funny.
Well, that's the whole feud. She had Cole etched into the back of her head.
The hips on Bailey. Jesus.
Bruh. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if.
Uh-oh.
I hear you or you hear me.
And I is you and you is he.
Right.
Shut
well,
me.
no, I. What?
They're setting up Money in the Bank, bro.
Yeah, true. Touche. Tabernacle. But then Io has to win this. The biggest pop so far has been EO, and it's been a law of diminishing returns.
100%. Now, I don't know why that was so provocative out of Shotzi, but hey.
It's provocative. No one knows what it means, but it gets the people going.
It gets the people going.
All right. Well, Tommy Basket out here saying those everyone WWE are made up, but you know what's not made up?
Look at
what in the name of fucking
holy Sergeant
Stripperella are we having come out to the fucking ring right now?
Your Strippergram is here.
What? She has a bedazzled cobra on her head. Yeah, she's just doing female Sergeant Slaughter at worst.
Sergeant Slobber.
Oh, yours was way worse than mine. Accusations.
I like this though. I'm okay with Lacey being this person. Oh,
Zelina. Whoa, is this all to set up to Lacey versus Zelina? Because I know you took your pause during hit row. If that's what's happening, no offensive.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to be here to watch it or if I want to pause to watch it.
Here's my problem with the Waller effect and shows like the Waller effect. The fuck is Waller doing there right now? These women could have fought with each other without the Australian.
He's enjoying the view.
Yeah, and like, how did I get here?
I know it's only 9, but I didn't know the moon came out this much. Fuck.
Yo, I think I gotta put my money on Zelina Vega to make this fucking ladder match.
Oh, to win it?
No, like to be in it. I don't know if she'll win it.
I think she's absolutely in it. She's elevated herself after that match at Backlash, 100%. Yes, Miss Aleister Black, Zelina, the Puerto Rican princess. Yeah.
Not the Coho. Never mind.
We're good. Keep it moving. How you doing? Keep it moving. Rocco saying Slaughter's daughter.
Sergeant Slobber in the house.
Fucking all right. It's too good.
I will remind the folks that the thoughts and views expressed by the hosts are that of their own and not of the channel.
Yes, and the thoughts in the ring are all looking at Asuka.
Oh! Wait a minute.
Bianca with the sneak attack.
Is she on this show?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, that's how the title got here.
We're good. No, I know.
Is it a problem to say she Pearl Harbor from fucking behind?
You know what though? An angry Belair is better than a happy. Like if she came out skipping, like Asuka, we need to fight again. I would have been mad.
Yeah, well, 100%. I missed the JV saying I missed the Southern Belle.
I like that they were tying it a little bit in, like she's still giving you that Southern flair. Yeah, she's dressed like Sergeant Slaughter.
Is she gonna come out there with the chino like you maggots? Like,
well, she went back to using like you nasty.
You nasty, yeah, because she can't sit there and go you maggots. Like
I'm down if she did. Fuck it.
I wonder why. She looks like, you might need to slip you might not need to have some cash on you when she's around here.
Oh, man.
Do something strange for a little piece of change.
Right. So, folks, we are back in a commercial break. We are about an hour and a half into our live stream tonight. Remember, at the top of the hour, we will be tuning into Rampage. It's back in its regular spot. We're getting the Rampage of Champions, the Friday of Champions, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Enjoy it while it's there because it might not be there for long.
Right, no kidding. But, we're here all night long. We're rolling through. Lots still to go on this show. Lots to figure out. Still, I guess they're implying Roman wouldn't come to the building until Paul had secured confirmation that the Usos couldn't get in.
That's such a... I don't like that. That's to me, that's a bitch made move. That you're weakening him of if Tony Soprano, what is he like? If I'm the head of this shit, I show up whether you're there or not, because guess what? When I see you, it's on site. There's gonna be a problem. Like it should be that way. You shouldn't be kowtowing because your cousin snuck a super kick on you. No, at the end of the day, I am the goddamn tribal chief. I am the one that runs this shit. I am the needle mover.
Fair enough.
You are here for the fucking ride, so I suggest you go along to get along.
Right? Yeah, I was going to counter that a little bit, but you know what? You're not completely wrong in this sense.
Don't worry, I'll give you time to counter.
Roman doesn't really play the chicken shit role very often. So, with that being said, folks, Nick's going on a pause. We are in commercial break. We're still rolling through, and keep that chat alive. Keep it coming. I want to know what's on your wrestling mind, WWE or otherwise. I want to know, how are you feeling tonight? And, you know, right now we just set up and we saw all the participants for the women's Money in the Bank qualifiers, I believe, or at least a chunk of them. So this will be very interesting. I believe we're getting we're getting Io Sky. Nope, not her either. We are getting Lacey Evans and Zelina Vega coming up. There you go. Too many women in the ring. But with all that being said, what did Rocco say? Remember Rick and Lacey was paired together so bad. Yeah, no, that was awful. Both of them thought it was awful. It was bad writing, bad angle, uncomfortable, weird, didn't make sense, wasn't good. I missed the Southern Belle. We got that one. I'm calling it next week. Bailey versus Io versus Shotzi. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, we got 6 women. Are there no qualifiers for the women? Those are the 6 going to be in it? Oh, no, those would be qualifiers because you're getting some from Raw. My bad. I forgot about Raw. Raquel versus Rhea and Io versus Asuka, both at SummerSlam. Maybe. We need to do some work with Raquel. We got to kind of revamp her. If she's going to go after Rhea, I don't like the idea of this big baby face, back flex, Raquel going after Rhea. I don't. Io versus Asuka, take my money. Sign me up any day of the week. The most popular superstar on TikTok, Mammy, hits 2 million TikTok followers. There you go, folks. Go follow Rhea Ripley's TikTok. While you're there, follow the Wrasslin for Life Network's TikTok as well. Go give Luna Havoc some love for all the work she's putting in. And now we're getting a replay from NXT highlighting Corbin jumping Carmelo Hayes. I agree with Bonkers. I think that's a huge possibility. Will we get Belair in the Money in the Bank? I was trying to do the math. Could Belair be in the Money in the Bank? Cameron Grimes mad about Baron Corbin. Okay, so Grams lets Pierce know. He's just randomly, what, were you walking by and just decided to watch replays with the boss? Now, Zelina Vega's... What happened? Did Zelina get punched? Oh, they're going to show us. Okay. Oh, so we got a woman's right. Probably going to be Belair versus Asuka at Money in the Bank for a rematch. I clearly that looks like where we're heading for it. I kind of want that to stop though. So if we're gonna do Money in the Bank, it's got to be the blow off. It's got to be the go home. It's got to be end it, or else we're starting to enter into Chris Jericho territory where feuds never end. All right. So, folks, I will take your predictions on this match. Who do you got? Zelina Vega, Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans completely in control right now. I think Lacey Evans looking good. The gimmick's interesting. They haven't done anything to really sell it. I mean, we all remember when they first brought Lacey back and she was doing those awkward American Idol sob story fucking angles, which I'm not knocking the true sides of what she said. It was just horrible how they stood up in front of a wall and were like, tell your innermost secrets. Zelina with a roll through into a kick. Zelina for the win. Zelina for the win. Zelina. Vega. Ooh, Lacey is JV. You're not totally wrong. I don't care for it, but thankfully it'll be their last match. Yeah. Fair enough. How can you forget Raw? Listen, some Mondays I wish I could forget fucking Raw. I missed the women's right. Yeah, we all did. It was during the commercial break. JV, I'm scared to know. I'm afraid. I really am. Usos is there to spoil the. Yeah, now we're playing it up. And you know, guys, and when they start pitching that way, when they start hinting, oh, they can't be here. Oh, if they do show up, we're ready for them. You know that automatically means they are showing up and nobody's ready for them. Right, Asuka? Lacey Evans wins, actually. Okay. We'll see. What if Dom starts looking at Lacey Slaughter? Like, what do you mean, instead of Rhea? Is that what you're saying, Larry? I don't get where you're going with that. I'm mixed between the two, but I'm leaning to Zelina. Yeah, I'm going Zelina. Lacey is walking USO ad. Lacey is a walking USO ad. You can't put those letters together, Nick. Yeah, USO ad. I got you. Yes, she is. Literally. Sunset Bomb. Code red. And gets the win. Sorry, Sergeant Slaughter. You are out. She can, but she has to do it right. And I mean, they bring her out, she loses, so nobody gives a fuck about her. Not saying that she should have won, but yeah, Lacey needs to get on a roll before anybody. It doesn't matter what her gimmick is. Doesn't matter. She could be the Southern Belle. She could be the hard pressed, former military personnel. She can be Sergeant Slaughter's clone. Doesn't matter. If she keeps coming out and losing, it's like carrying Cross. You give him the BDSM mask and put him out there all you want. But if he's losing and getting rolled up and losing and getting rolled up, doesn't matter. Does not matter. Zelina Vega qualifying for Money in the Bank. I figured she would. Zelina's a little more high flying. Zelina, we see her with that lucha style. She should be fun in this match. However, up next, can I get a yeah? Can I get some yeahs in this chat? Yeah, let's go. LA Knight, Montez Ford. I don't think this match is going to disappoint, guys. I really don't. Thank you, Bobby. Remember, I'm Canadian, so instantly my brain went Uso. Not that they're Canadian, but I don't instantly say, you got it. You got it. KJ, a little bit like that. Okay. And a little bit like this. What about LA Knight and versus Montez Ford? Richard, up next. So I will take your predictions on that. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Zelina advances. Zelina Vega's cousin is Amazing Red. Is that an act? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'm not sure I knew that. JV has spoken 3-0. JV on fire tonight. Yeah. I like it. Let's go. More. Yo, Larry. If Knight doesn't win, we riot. Fucking right. Yeah. Come on now. How do you guys feel about this weird thing where you got Knight in an angle with a tag team? He's not really, in a place where he has a tag team partner. He had Boogs. He beat up Boogs. But it's almost like they're piping in boos for a guy that everybody wants to cheer. Pourquoi? Let us cheer. Let this guy get over. I still can't believe Americans have Taco Bell breakfast. That's fucking insane. Up next, the fate of LA Knight is a win or truly dead. Here's the thing, guys. You're not totally wrong with this killing of LA Knight. The one thing I will say on LA Knight's behalf is he's so talented and he's so gifted, he can come back. He can get it back. You just have to let him. So if they don't let him, yeah, he's fucked. But at the end of the day, say he loses tonight, but he's got enough charisma to get himself back over. It all depends on the booking. Zelina win. Yep. 2-2. 2-1. What am I tonight? I have no idea. Montez wins. LA Knight for the win. 50-50 split. Bobby can't decide. Montez could win this one. Maybe Dawkins helps him. Who knows? LA Knight for the win. We'll find out. 3-0. Montez. Okay. Knight for the win. I'm picking LA. Brandon, good pick. Ford for the win. So we do have some division, guys. I like it. JV going Montez. If they have Boog screw overnight in this match, I'll throw my TV out the window. Listen, be careful, Boston. When you make claims like that, the WWE has a tendency to make it come true. What do you sell us on? Boogs is a baby face, and he's upset, so now he's back, and we're gonna get do we want to see a Boogs LA Knight match at Money in the Bank? Not really. I don't know. But that's probably what's going to happen. I hate it. Larry's literally 50-50. We'll find out. Boogs might cost Knight. Bonkers. I got that vibe. I don't know if I love it, but I definitely have that vibe. I'll be back. Both deserve. Yeah, both can take the win. My only, LA Knight needs some W's. He deserves some W's. Let me rephrase. He 100% deserves some W's, in my humble opinion. And not that Ford doesn't, but Ford's a tag team guy. I'm really kind of intrigued, or I don't know if intrigued is the right word. More confused than intrigued, I suppose, at how we're going to twist this out. How are you going to make it make sense? But we got Latino World Order in the back. Montez Ford wins, says Richard. Okay. Is Roman Reigns celebration the main event tonight? It would appear so, Damien. It appears that they're going to milk that. They're going to put it at the back. You're going to have to walk through this whole grocery store oh, shit. Where did Ray come from? Do you guys see that? That was funny as hell. Rey Mysterio just pops up out of nowhere.
Speaking of popping up out of nowhere. But yes, it looks like Escobar is going to be in a Money in the Bank qualifier next week as well.
Yes. Mr. and Mrs. LWO is what they're predicting for the LWO. I wouldn't hold your breath, guys, but nice shout.
Mm-hmm.
True, I need to shut up. Fair enough. Don't shut up on our account.
Well, no, 100% trust me, blow up this chat. Trust me, we talk enough as it is. Y'all just help, break up the discussion.
Right. As I like this answer to Gamer is you are contractually obligated now to actually throw your TV out the window if LA Knight does not win.
You need to rage quit.
They might do last chance. I think that's where this is heading, Bonkers. They tend to do that. So we don't necessarily have to count the initial people that lose out.
You end up with everybody that has lost previously in a multi-person match, and that's the last spot that qualifies.
Yeah.
But if LA Knight does not win,
we riot?
It's a big, well, yes, we do riot, but
oh my God,
it's a big shot that's going to really, I feel, hinder what momentum he's already got going.
Listen to the pop. It's not booze. It's cheers.
As he's crushing up the red Solo Cup and just tossing it behind him.
And this is what the WWE does. When they want somebody to be a heel, if the fans aren't agreeing, they try and find a bigger baby face to put him in against. It's not working.
Yeah, dummy. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yeah. What?
What?
There you go. Birthday boy takes LA Knight win. Wait, is it Montez's birthday too?
I think at this point, people are they're doing what you do when you go to Friendlies. If you just say it's your birthday, so you get some fucking free cake or some ice cream.
Or is it Chris's birthday? Now, keep in mind, this is here's the thing, Nick. A Money in the Bank qualifier, Montez Ford is winning this match.
You think he's winning?
100%.
LA Knight, easily. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know.
LA Knight has to win this. I just said he has to win this.
I think, listen to the crowd.
That you're proving my point here, sir.
I want it, but I got a vibe. They want Montez flying around off ladders. They want that big spot.
Right, but he could still find a way in and squirrel his way in. Outside of LA Knight, I think if you have him taken out and he ends up being the last person in, I mean, maybe you do that as, he shouldn't have been here all along, but he needs to really build himself up a bit going into this. You can't have him just being the lovable loser that fans are behind.
Yeah.
I see you agree with me. See it slip right out there.
I have no choice.
Big shoulder tackle from Montez.
A little bit of it. It's funny. To me, it's a bit of a mixed reaction from Ford.
Well, they're halfway. The Street Profits are halfway playing a heel. Plus, you're in there with LA Knight. You're gonna get booed a bit. We're getting leapfrogs. Oh,
wow!
Big drop kick from Montez.
You know what?
I do agree with you. They want him to be a single star. They want to go that way. But especially if you're gonna split the titles, if you're gonna have an actual SmackDown tag division, you don't want the Street Profits towards the top of that division.
Fair enough. Ford getting boos. Yeah, he's getting jeered.
Well, there's the whole rumor as well that you're turning Bianca heel, you're turning Ford heel, which is interesting right before they get their own reality show.
And I will admit, Montez is walking around with a chip on his shoulder. He's not smiling. He's looking at the fans with a little bit of contempt.
God damn it!
Back to commercial.
Right. Literally, now they're not even doing like spots that lead to a commercial break. If literally. LA Knight hit Ford with an elbow and knocked him off the ring apron, and that's what we cut to commercial on. You're not even building to a big dramatic moment.
Yo, what's up, Joe? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We got Yaz everywhere, guys. Listen, I've always been a proponent of, like, to take a weird example and kind of go the extreme on this. It's when people started shitting all over Orange Cassidy. My theory is, as long as the fans are behind them, you can't say anything, because that's what this business is based on, is the fan reaction. So you're either trying to get a good one or a bad one, but you need some type of reaction. Now, we've seen OC taper off and Tony keep using him to death. That's my problem here, is the fans are right behind him. Go with it. Ride it. Why would you go against what the audience is cheering for?
Because that's what pro wrestling is good at. I cite you the case of Rusev Day. I cite you the case of Eddie Kingston and AEW. If we're going cross promotional, like, I can cite multiple instances to where the fans get behind somebody, and that's not what booking wants them to do. That's not what creative wants. So they just refuse to adjust their plans accordingly.
Yeah. No, I mean, sometimes it baffles me, because I mean, if I was writing this show, and I'm like, you know what? They're really cheering this fucking guy. Okay, this week, this is what's going to happen to solidify you in their eyes. An instant star, instant build, like instant over without any effort. It's there already. It's organic. Ride that bad boy. Get on the magic carpet. Let's go.
Right. Well, you should have done that a couple times if you're across pro wrestling. But Keyshawn says fans are getting tired of OC. Damien with yeah. They're with all sorts of shocked emojis to go with it. Joe Black's, confused emoji. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Of saying, I love America. Well, at least someone does. Keyshawn, which OC? I like that.
Caught me off guard.
Cassidy.
Which OC? I think they're getting sick of both OCs.
Right. Chef, what up? Yeah.
Folks, I will remind everybody real quick, we are sticking around for Rampage tonight. We are here all weekend for the Crockett Cup. Two-night event over the weekend. Not one, but two. Lots of other matches in there. We're going to do a bracket buster. It's going to be fun. We're going to go through that. I love the Crockett Cup. We'll see how this one turns out. It's a really big tag team tournament if you don't know any better. And then we're back next week, all through that week. And we got so much more coming your way. Impact Against All Odds is on the horizon. We got more AEW shows. We got more GCW shows. Of course, more WWE. More live wrestling coverage than any other YouTube channel. And we do it from our studios. We don't do it, from the backseat of a Pinto. We keep it hustling all day, every day, folks. Luna Havoc's on the job as well. Big shout out to the entire family. And so far, decent night on SmackDown. We'll see where it goes for the next half hour or so.
Absolutely. Oh, Larry's saying Rampage tonight. Why? I'll have New Japan Dominion on Sunday night alongside the Cup. Well, yeah. Well, is this the last hope for NWA to really not kind of just start to kind of fade off into oblivion here? I feel.
Yeah, you know what, Nick?
Because remember, to quote the owner, Billy Corgan, Smashing Pumpkins, if you're not a Tyrus fan, you're not a pro wrestling fan.
They're getting there. We passed up a couple pay-per-views, and not just because of Tyrus. Listen, Tyrus is Tyrus. And again, a heel can be a heel.
He tires us is what Tyrus does.
Yeah,
he tires us.
But it's the entire pay-per-view. It's the cards aren't great. The names aren't great. The matches aren't turning out that well. Oh, shit.
Yes.
Wow.
Those. Two count.
But with NWA, I mean, the Crockett Cup is one of the crown jewels of NWA. We covered last year's Crockett Cup live. What a fun one. I mean, to get down to the Rebellion and the Briscoes, sign me up. Let's do that. Back then, and not knowing what it would mean now. So it's going to be an interesting year. I mean, like the big names in it is Tyrus and Chris Adonis. The Rebellion's back, but then
and Knight goes for a springboard moonsault and misses, comes up short.
Did he eat his face there?
I don't know, but that rock bottom.
Uranagi.
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. He went spread.
Uranagi, that's a rock bottom.
He went spread. I'll give you that.
Right.
That's so funny if you don't know what we're looking at.
Pause.
I will remind everybody, technically this is an 18+ channel. So if you're a small child, make sure
he mentions about going spread and all of that. And we got the Sergeant Slobber and everything. Now you want to fucking reel it in.
I saw a face or two in the avatars that make sure you have your parents' permission or you don't repeat anything we say to your parents.
We are not held liable if you get suspended from school for repeating anything that we say. So you can have that. That even what I'm at. I like this though. Is bad India? I don't lick this India. I love you, America. US. Fair enough. Well, then Seed the Money instantly comes back with don't lick America. Yes, folks, don't lick America. Oh, Montez down. Oh, on the apron. Stab up Insecurity.
Good match so far. Good pace.
All right. Small Mark, what up? LA Knight for the win. Yes, bud.
Welcome. Montez hung up on the top rope. Or no, he's.
I just got LA Knight hopping up there. I was popping up. Ex Mulder saying, grew up a huge NWA fan, Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling every Saturday.
Oh, LA out of the way of the frog splash. Yes! Oh no!
Not
a roll up.
No, LA rolls through, grabs the ropes.
Yes!
LA grabs the ropes and rolls out. Let's go!
I don't give a fuck.
We're in the Money in the Bank briefcase match. Yeah.
Yup. All right. I can live with that.
And he's supposed to be a heel, so he grabs the ropes. So they gave him at least that.
Montez wins. Not today, Richard. Not today. What kind of oil do y'all put in your beards? I got a nice soiree.
Dabber Tears.
Okay, there you go. He's more direct.
The tears of Smarks. That's
right?
what I use to
The
oil
tears
my
of
beard.
schmarks. I have the full collection of
It's
Manscaped.
called that Dave Meltzer oil. Of just crying the tears of being inaccurate.
Maybe
Him and JD, just they fill up, the smart mark,
no.
wow, pretty well. Why?
I heard that. I heard a Meltzer oil, just promises to be good but doesn't deliver.
It tells you it's gonna ship and it never shows up.
Right.
And then when you complain about it never showing up, it just blocks you.
No, I got no, we won't get into my.
What in the name of fucking voodoo? What?
Who's Sangus?
Sangus, Rubus, Luna, Havoc. What?
Exito. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
What in the name of Blair Witch is this shit?
Wait, what is this? Some Bray shit? What? No, this has got to be Cross and
I thought it was
Scarlet.
Cross. Exito. Holy shito.
In nomine Patria,
What the fuck was that?
Spiritus Sunday. What in the name of shitty fucking horror movie is this?
Dude, I don't think this is Cross. What is it? Is this the Viking Raiders?
No,
it's these people.
The Ginger Brigade.
My favorite tag team.
The Scottish Witches is here.
That was creepy as
Aldo
fuck.
Fire and Isla Dawn. I kind of halfway, because I didn't expect that. I'll dig it. But it was some bullshit.
It's time to play the
Someone
game.
make any of that make sense? Explain to me what they said, but
You're talking over the game, sir.
Because it's all about the game and how you play it.
I love it because I said that and then you froze in a very chastised position. You looked very
I fucked up. Brad's here. Fuck.
I love them. Listen, Isla Dawn, they're calling them the Unholy Union now. Beautiful.
Right.
But they kind of stole Bray Wyatt's gimmick.
100%. Oh, we thought it was. Is it Bray? Is it Cross? Oh no, it's the fucking redheaded sisters. What? One of the all-time. So is this what's going to announce Romulus reigns? Because we got about a little under a half hour left of Friday Night SmackDown.
Anything announced to happen in the ring tonight, other than what we've gotten?
Well, we had the speculation on Cody. If we don't get Cody, then everybody's whole complaint about the brand split can piss off. Honestly,
look what they're showing.
We're reading it. We're reading the tea leaves. We're reading the dirt sheets. Even if we don't get a new championship, title announced tonight, all of these, respectfully to SRS and all of that. Granted, he did say booking is subject to change, but still, all of these people that just take dirt sheets and run with it.
Wait,
now you know.
I agree.
I was gonna say you got caught up in the Alba Fire on the airline.
I kind of was for a second. I was just having an epiphany, and
you had a Tiffany epiphany. What?
The tag titles are kind of on the other show, unless they're free agents. I don't fucking know. But you're selling it on this tag team, so at some point they need to fight a tag team. I like it though. I'm all for it. I think these two ladies are standing together, and Isla Dawn.
Hi, how you doing? I just needed a Tony Khan style announcement from Papa H. Well, no, we didn't announce that we were going to have an announcement, or then announce that we were going to have an announcement to announce that we're going to have an announcement, and we don't start everything off. Like if he starts off this with "Thanks, guys,"
that would be the best shit ever.
There's a problem.
I will pop. Thanks, guys. It's good to be here.
That's literally how he starts off every intro.
It's so
every announcement is just thanks, guys.
Well, you love it because it's a pre-tape, right? So that's like the go-to.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you just love it where it's like they could have been saying anything, right?
It's because the first couple takes, like, Tony, wipe your nose. Wipe. You can still see something. Wipe it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, God. That's what he's saying. He's telling everybody to know wipe the powder off there. Thanks, guys.
Boston's got a theory, bro.
New belt confirmed. Triple H is here. Oh, God.
Triple H is a big fan of handing out belts. He's done it many times.
He hands it and he does this. He points. I got to get myself in frame to do it. He just does this of hand on the back and then points. Right.
Winner. Gagnon. New belt. There we go.
A-Town, what up? There we go. We got there. You had an epiphany. Yes, you had a Tiffany epiphany. Please, Triple H, no Cody. Joe Black out here. Yeah, you get it. You get it.
I got you. If you get it, you get it.
Right. If you know, you know. If you don't, ask somebody.
It's so funny because we're trying to keep all the conversations in context. You see it and you're like, what? Oh, I remember what.
Right, yeah.
Good one, Joe.
I got
you. It's
you.
Rampage tonight. Yes! It's the Rampage of Champions.
Not a single AEW champion is on the show.
Nick uses Nick's vapor rub in his beard.
Why is this Big Dog? Explain yourself with how this is a thing, please. It's like your Uncle Jack thing and all of that of like explain yourself.
I like the Nick's. I think it's funny as shit.
I don't get it, and that could just be because I'm involved.
I think it's just because your name rhymes with Vic's, bro.
You can have that.
Simple. Sometimes it's lazy booking.
Lazy booking.
Are you a fan of Seth Rollins issuing an open challenge? Yes, this is what we wanted. Let's go.
Yes, please.
I know people are going to.
And Damian Priest is featured in a prominent role. We've said for the hot minute of he's the next kind of bigger guy that they could use. If he's got star written all over him, look at Backlash, 100%.
Oh, next week we get Butch, Baron Corbin, Santos. So
all the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. You got Mission versus Bayley,
Ali's back.
Where the fuck is? How is Ali? Well, Ali's Corbin's involved with Grimes and on NXT. Ali's on NXT and involved in Money in the Bank. What the fuck?
Free agents. They can do what the fuck they want. There it is. We got a new bounce. All right, folks. We're going to ignore the chat for a second. We're going to listen a little more. So don't get offended. Keep the chat coming. If you really want us to see what you're saying, there's a super chat option. But I want to catch what this man is up to.
Larry, I like your explanation with this one. Maybe it's the vapors.
The vapors.
But Boston, close your eyes, Nick. They're showing.
Wow, he's comparing like Roman to like Michael Jordan.
Oh, absolutely. LeBron James.
The unholy union. Yep.
We will talk about this for generations. So please allow me to introduce.
A mixed, like you heard a loud scream and then boos.
He's supposed to be the fucking heel.
He's flirting. Like people love him for what he's done, and the people like us respect his run. And then other people boo him because they're supposed to.
Well, that's because they don't love themselves, so they have to hate everybody else.
I will admit, the initial reaction was a lot of females screaming. Because Roman's got quite the following in that regard, from what I understand.
Well, can you blame them? I mean, do something strange for a little piece of change. Tribal Chief, how you doing?
The head of the table, eh?
Why?
LA Knight won JV. He grabbed the ropes on a roll-up. So, yeah, I'm shocked that Montez didn't make it, but maybe he has a second chance. And the jump is here.
Well, Boss or Big Dixie or Big Dog, goddamn it, is explaining himself.
Roman comes out wearing one belt, bro.
Well, Paul's Heyman holding the other. Oh, and he's coming out wearing the WWE Championship. So is this the new Universal Championship? And we still have the WWE Championship.
No, we're getting rid of two belts tonight.
I don't know.
Two become one.
We mess up the lineage.
No.
The lore.
They're going to merge it. Bye-bye, Universal lineage.
Oh, that should have been gone. But
Roman Reigns puts the Universal title to bed tonight.
Acknowledge us. Back when we were talking about Memorial Day and KJ was talking about Victoria Day in Canada. Oh, I was reading that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even know you were talking to me. Click it again. Oh, that's a big one.
I'm just talking out loud to nobody. You asked if that was for Michael Vick or Vic's Vapor Rub. Sounded like KJ said Nick's Vapor Rub. So, all right. Fair enough. This man's going back through the annals here.
Man, he's paying attention. I appreciate it, big dog.
Respect.
Sometimes
honestly.
me and Nick think we're just rambling, but I like that people actually are listening to this shit.
Somebody is. I don't know
Love
who,
y'all.
but somebody is.
Roman Reigns is coming into the ring, folks. We got about 20 minutes still on the clock, Nick. So TikTok.
We're getting shenanigans. We're getting shenanigans.
Well, 100%, but I think we're going to get a long part here. I could see Cody being a part of this. And I don't want him to be.
No, you soiled everything.
I don't want it. But I'm believing the dirt sheets too much now.
Fair enough. I got your facts, Oos. Yeah, 100%. What happened to Deadly Theory? They won.
They won. Good win. Good heel win. I was okay with it. Good match. It went forever.
Boston, piss off. Take a good look. That's the last time you'll see these two belts.
A hundo P.
No peeking. No peeking.
No.
This has to be good. If this is not a good belt,
dude, it's gonna be a wing.
So sad. I'm gonna be so solemn. I'm gonna be fucking just somber the whole time we're doing doing the Crockett Cup and everything. Of just God damn it.
You know the logo on the new Raw title, Nick?
No,
listen.
You put that evil on me, Ricky.
It's gonna be the eagle, and right above its head is that fucking plate.
Don't
and you're
you
gonna
put that evil on me, Ricky.
Look at Roman's face. I'm all those things. Me?
Oh, I dig it, actually. I dig that. Because guess what? It's the fucking W belt, and it's just big and gold.
I got to give a shout out. That somebody put that out there today on Twitter.
I haven't seen that. That's fucking good. I dig that. That's way better than the World Heavyweight Knockoff second place, the third heavyweight championship in WWE.
God, you're...
That's a good championship.
So what does he just walk around with all three of them now?
But still, no, you're telling me that if you're saying that's the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, that doesn't fucking look like it, versus the World Heavyweight Championship that looks like a fucking Fabergé egg.
I 100%. I 100% prefer the Raw belt over this one, but I don't hate this one.
I like this one. If there out of the new championship belts, if there's a replica that I'm going to try and get or anything like that, it's that one.
I don't know. Good. It's the same belt with a gold background, Nick. That's why he likes it.
That's why it looks good, God damn
it. That belt sucks.
Well, and then boo, ugly sin. It's the same belt, gold background. Roman Reigns surprise raise, Lesnar return. Gold and diamonds.
Okay,
looks like a toy. No, the other one looks like a goddamn toy. The other one looks like you get something like that's what you get with your fucking Happy Meal, your action figure, all of that shit. Is that no other belt? Mark, you saying burn it down? What? Looks like shit, says Matt. The Rock introduced the old title design in 2013. Now Roman introducing the new design. Oh, the Usos! I like the championship. You can have that. Not even what I'm mad at. I like that belt.
No, dude. I don't love it. I don't like the yellow and the red.
These are... So this is where we agree to disagree, but we've got the Usos coming out right now, and even Roman's looking at Heyman like, you told me they weren't fucking here.
And Jay looks fucking ready.
Yeah,
I'm
Jay's
surprised by the demeanor of Jay.
Like Jay's sitting there greasing the palms right up behind him and everything. What the fuck?
And we went to commercials.
Well, we got 15 minutes, but god damn it. They needed us to let us soak in that new, beautiful world undisputed heavyweight championship belt right there.
You can have the Ronald McDonald belt, Nick.
There's no red in there. Well, actually, no, there is under the swish, so sorry. But I'll take that belt any day, personally, over that other belt. Again, you can have that.
You're Happy Meal champion. You're fucking McNugget champion.
You don't like McNuggets? You don't like McNuggets?
Dude, I kind of want 20 right now.
Give me a couple McDoubles and some McNuggets, and I'm all set.
Shut your mouth, bro. I'm gonna fucking me ordering skip live,
Bruh. I mean, don't tempt me.
Wouldn't
You
be the
have
first
that.
one of them.
Yeah, no,
Kevin,
I personally, and I will
Kevin's
die
with
on
you.
this. I don't want to say I'll die on this hill, but this is my stance of I like that belt, regardless of how the people feel. I like that belt.
I don't hate it. I'm like that. Like, I don't sweat it so much. I kind of wanted something more like the winged eagle or something more traditional. I don't love the big emblem, but it is what it is.
You're telling me that when the Florida Panthers or the Miami Heat win
the
NBA championship or the Stanley Cup, you want them with that fucking tinfoil bullshit with the tramp stamp in the center of it? I think
it looks better.
You want that on their shoulder than the giant shit with the giant WWE logo?
Wait a minute. You have this big giant. This is one of my favorite things about you and I fighting over the belt. You picked the belt with a giant fucking W
because it looks clean. It doesn't look convoluted as fuck. It's going to be advertising.
The emblem
I know it's going to be advertising.
It
doesn't look convoluted.
I don't get it.
Why?
The new Raw belt has a smaller logo than the WWE belt. Yet that's one of your points of contention. There's big logo on this belt.
No, I'm not arguing the point. I'm not arguing the size of the logo. I'm arguing the way the logo looks on the belt. Like, to me, that belt looks cleaner than that bullshit. Like, Big Goldie looked even cleaner than that bullshit.
I think it looks great. Like I said, I like the etch work.
This is why I keep saying you can have that.
Yeah, I know.
We
said it. We're at an impasse.
I don't hate the belt. And I know we come back right from commercial of Jimmy and Roman just staring at each other eye to eye. We need new tag belts. Yes, we do.
They're coming soon.
The vitamins. That belt freaking sucks. No, it doesn't.
All right.
It's all about the person who holds it, not the belt.
It's all about the game and how you play it.
It's all about the belt and how you play it.
And how you strap it.
Nick is trap cheering for a toy title. No, I'm not. It's like something you get on a knocked off Matt Cardone action. How does the other belt look better? I don't fucking see. Like, I seriously, I don't. Someone explain to me how that belt looks better. I really don't. Like, it looks like. Kick him in the. Oh. Roman telling Jay to kick Jimmy in the face. So Jay still, he came out shaking palms and everything, but he's still all twisted up inside. Did you hear me? I said kick him in the face right now.
Oh, wow. He's telling Jay to kick him in the face.
Because that's what he did to me. He kicked me in the face. This is, like I said, this is Roman going to be gaslighting and just walking this man down. Jay still won't do it. I agree with Nick. Fair enough. But, yeah, I feel like we got to hold off on these comments here because, God damn, is this compelling. Oh, Jay, you won't do it?
You won't do it? Won't do it?
I'm not going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification.
Oh, Jimmy. Do it your goddamn self.
This is, again, this is where you make Jimmy.
Guys, we'll get back to the big belt, I promise. It's my favorite thing on this fucking channel.
I made that shit worldwide, and that was me. Is Jimmy a bit better on the mic than Jay?
They're both good. They're both really good. And I think sometimes Jimmy was the one that kind of got overshadowed, but he's really strong. And he's beefed up. I think he knew he was going to fight Roman. He's been putting on some weight. Let me clear my throat.
You haven't been such a good brother. Is he eyeing Solo right now? Oh, no, because they're talking to Roman.
Yeah, no, he's talking to Roman.
They keep cutting to Solo, just giving the side eye. What kind of brother beats down and belittles his own family? What kind of brother does that, Oos?
You have gone crazy. Oh, he called out Solo, my brother.
Solo. Him? That's my brother.
It's getting deep, bro.
But this is, like I said, this is where we go to. Oh, so you want to talk about brothers? You want to talk about brothers? I'm the reason you're still here.
Yo, he got Solo nodding.
Oh shit!
What's up, Juice? How you doing?
Juice, what up?
That's how.
That's what up. I'm telling you, this is especially with Paul Heyman there. If I'm doing this, I dig in. I go for everything. Yeah.
But we're
not holding anything back.
No, you go for it. And you got Paul looking at Solo, shaking his head like, don't listen.
You want to know why you're here? Because of me. That's why.
I'm the tribal chief.
I'm the tribal chief, and he turns and he cuts to he's looking dead in the camera. Because of me. That's why. You see me? That's why. You want to act like you're the leader here. You want to talk to your brother like he don't have a voice. Why?
Sorry, I didn't hear what he was saying. That new belt is distracting.
Yeah. Oh, like he doesn't have a voice. And Roman hands, he just chests Solo the mic.
This is intense, man. Jay don't know what to do. Solo don't know what to do. Paul freaking out. Roman cocky as fuck, though, the whole time.
I'll give people credit of this is granted a professional wrestling show, but this is the goddamn best thing that they've done in quite a fucking while. I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. Let's go.
But Jimmy getting emotional and Jay consoling him. Oh, he turns.
But these two right here, they're my bro. Oh, and look at Roman's face. Oh my God.
Ah, shit. I'm outnumbered.
And he hands the mic to Roman. And he walks beside Jimmy. Oh my God. Wow.
And Jay 100% behind him. Like, there is no doubt now. They played it like it was doubt, but Jimmy live, and Jimmy is the new tribal chief.
So what's it going to be, Oos? You want to run this thing together. Is this the babyface turn of Roman?
I think Solo's going to jab him in the throat.
There's got to be an ace in the hole. There's got to be a trick up the sleeve here.
Solo's going to jab him in the throat, bro.
Solo and Jay. Oh, he just mushed Roman in the face.
Let's go. Oh he mooshed him. What you going to do, Oos?
Elizabeth. Heyman, Oliver, Seeker.
Chat, we will get to you. I swear to God, keep lighting it up. What are you thinking right now?
Jay steps in to break up Roman after this long silence. So Jay's the one trying to play peacemaker.
Yeah, well, Jay wants everyone to be together. I need you. I need you.
I need you. I need you. And chat, we need you. What?
Oh, what are you doing here? Woo!
That's so interesting. That's I would have never predicted they would have done that with Solo that fast. We're strong together.
I'm kind of feeling what Joe's saying. Keep watching Solo. I don't trust. Look at his hand.
He's got the thumb.
Dude, his fingers are moving. His fingers are moving. Shit. Don't do it, Solo.
Let's run this damn place.
I'm waiting for like Paulie to nod, like trigger it. You know what I mean?
Well, almost. Well, it's one of those of like.
No, it's behind his back.
Like what happens here? Do they just go back to where they were, or do they turn babyface? Does Roman kowtow here?
No, he can't.
Roman's just.
No, he's the. No. He can't. He can't come off that throne, that high horse. There's no way. You destroy the lore of Roman.
But so then do you drive a wedge and you get 2-on-2, or do you get 3-on-1? Like, how do we split it here?
They hugged!
They hugged!
They hugged!
What? And Roman's crying. Oh, this is going to be the gaslight of this is.
Yeah,
I knew it was you, Fredo. I knew it was you all along.
You're dead.
This has to be this. This has to be. I knew it was you, Fredo.
Yeah. I'm the tribal chief. Dude, he's got the mic
He's
for
still got the mic, and he's going to go run up by his face here.
Look,
James crying. No.
No.
Oh! I knew it was you, Fredo. I knew it was you.
Oh, here comes Solo. Oh, no.
And Jay's just beside himself.
Roman looks like it is a... Look, he just looked at him. He just looked at Solo. Trigger.
Oh, somebody's like,
get it.
Solo.
He looked right at him. You knew it. Solo takes out Jimmy.
Oh, and Jay's still so conflicted. He's still like, my brother. Like,
dude, they just killed easily almost 20 minutes with this.
This has been fucking good. I don't care how long this took. This could have been the 2 hours of the fucking show. It was fucking good.
Talk about heat. And they played it perfect. Roman says no, steps back, and just gives you saw it. I thought Paulie might be the guy. Roman gives the nod, and Solo jumps.
So we have the Usos, I guess the Usos combined excommunicated because Jay's still standing there with Jimmy. So means we've got to expand the empire here. Why?
Well, Jimmy and Jay made it very clear. He's not really on Jimmy's side. He's not on Roman's side. He doesn't want anybody to fight. They are better together, according to Jay.
But you can't tell me that was good. Of how many moments did you just like, oh my God, have your heart jumped into the back of your throat there?
It's just done so well, and it's drawn out so well, and there's emotion involved. Like, Roman's not happy about what he just did, but wait, he'll fall in line.
He's going to do what he always does.
Yeah, fall in line. No, he's not. Not this time, Satan. But the emotion, that Jay looks distraught. You know, Roman's not celebrating this. It was a necessary, tough love. He's going to either get in line or he's going to get rolled
Solo over. I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. Yeah. But them, they're my brothers.
What a pop for that.
And you still had, regardless of how you thought the outcome was going to be, you went with every second, every step of that. That was good professional wrestling. And I know it was an episode of The Sopranos, an episode of Breaking Bad, what have you. But it was fucking good and it was fucking entertaining. And now you want to see them have a match together. You building anticipation to a Jimmy Uso versus Roman Reigns match.
My favorite question of the night. Do you know what you're talking about? Not a fucking clue.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
Lesnar F5. I love you, Richard. Solo, what a turn, double turn, back to the turn. And I was just waiting for it. We just needed someone to set off Solo. Everybody was staring at Solo. Wow.
Oh, yeah, shit. We have Rampage as well. Shit.
Oh, fucking Rampage.
Well, no, I just saw that in the chat. But
yeah,
Stan, what up? Still Mo Resolve. What? Small Mark out. Small Mark out here saying compelling story. Dude, that was hype. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. 0 out of 10, no Trish, see money, piss off. I love you. 8-ish out of 10, 8.5 out of 10. I got to give SmackDown a 10. That segment by itself made the whole freaking show. Absolutely. Trish on Raw, yes. Is that a Triple H book show or a Vince? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we get away from that argument?
You know what I will say? Nick, know what I will say about this?
Go ahead. You talk while I pull it up.
I've been under the understanding that the Roman Bloodline storyline has been a collaboration between Vince, Paul, Roman, and one of the writers whose names escape me right now, Mark, I think. But if that's true, if Vince has a hand,
the name escapes me, Mark. By the way, he might be a Mark for it, but
right. But if this is the most compelling thing in all of wrestling, which is almost undeniable at this point. Nothing this week had made us react the way this just did. Not even a close race. So for me, you got to kind of give Vince some credit, right? Like,
to me,
I
I
don't
don't
want
care
to.
who was booking it. It was good.
Yeah,
Whoever
I don't
booked
give a
it,
fuck.
keep doing it because
I
it
don't
was
care if
good.
the janitor did it.
Right. We could have booked it and you never know. Why?
Whew. I might have to take a moment and.
No, you're good. I got
wires.
Rampage starting up right now. Nick, I will give you this. The new title looks better than the two he was carrying. It looks the same. It's just a different background. So that's, I guess, why I like it. Van saying this was a Triple H show, period. So what are we going to, when we start looking at AEW, are we going to look at it as this is a Tony Khan show versus an Ace Steel show? Because we're talking about creative teams here.
I think they're going to give us a clear, distinct line between which is one and which is the other.
Yeah, they do. It's called Raw and it's called SmackDown.
It's called Dynamite and Collision.
Exactly.
SmackDown was fun tonight. Montez LA Knight was pretty good. I still don't get why the fuck LA Knight is taking heel wins, but c'est la vie.
Fair enough. You can take your siesta here for a quick pause here. As I've got Dralistico versus Commander versus Vikingo. So I've got all of the Lucha Libre. So 100% we are Lucha Libre for life. For those who who don't speak Spanish, we are your Wrestling for Life network.
Yeah, that's it. And ladies and gentlemen, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We will take your rating out of 10 on SmackDown. But as always, our coverage continues. We are going to cover Rampage. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, be a part of the family. As we transition over, we greatly appreciate everyone being here on our Friday night, having a fun time. And I'll be back in a moment, my friend.
Fair enough. He got solo spiked. Roman didn't, but Jimmy Uso did. Vince's mustache booked the show. Yeah, maybe. I'll be watching AW. Cool. Well, so are we right now. But so, like I said, we've got Dralistico versus Vikingo versus Commander for the AAA Mega Championship. So if you haven't given us a prediction, make sure to do it. I feel like it's kind of got to go with Vikingo. Again, we're having all non-AW championships defended on an AW Rampage, but that's why I don't think we're going to see a single title change here tonight because, on one hand, we're getting other companies' titles on AW, but I do think that this is good. This is going to just be an exhibition of good matches. Again, very much like a Sunday Night Heat, a Thursday Night Thunder, what have you. But anyways, trying to get through this chat here. Joe Black having his opinions on AEW. If WWE don't man up and grow some balls, I just keep watching AEW. So I'll ask you, what is your issue then with WWE? Because I don't know what quote unquote no balls was Friday Night SmackDown, because to be honest, that was a fantastic show and that was undeniably the best weekly television show of professional wrestling that I've watched this week. So I don't get what they need to step up on, as you said. Hassan, what up? Hey guys, it's time for AW Rampage. Absolutely. Not making any predictions for AW. I don't usually watch it, but I'm giving it a chance to see if it's worth watching. But at the end of the day, no matter what, we're at least worth watching, because when the wrestling makes up, we never do. So whether you're a big dog who doesn't watch AW or whether you're a Christian rapper there who only watches AW, 100% we got you covered across the board here. 8 out of 10 for SmackDown, says Keyshawn. So logically, Raw has 1 main belt and SmackDown has 3. No, now at this point we've converted it to 1. That I like the one on SmackDown more than I like the one on Raw. Springboard moonsault from Vikingo onto both men on the outside. 5 likes away from 200, folks. Help us out, 100%. And I think we're still, X amount of subscribers away from 2K subscribers. So let's see if we can hit 200 likes and 2K subscribers on the same video at the same damn time. Why? Scott saying 5 out of 10. GCW tomorrow has holy freaking sugar on ASD El Desperado. Well, we'll be here for the Crockett Cup. Doesn't mean we might not watch just personally GCW beforehand, because I know we got to know a good bit of the roster and everything, but we will be here. Oh, corkscrew splash from the outside ropes onto the inside from Vikingo on the release to go for a 2 count. Commander breaks it up. Yeah, we'll be here for the Crockett Cup. Of how fitting that, your tag stream champions are going to be here covering a tag team tournament. So 100%. That means you need to, tag team, pause that like button, that's subscribe button. We'll get there. And the bell notification. Why? Liking. Keep liking. What? Yeah, keep licking. 10 out of 10 for SmackDown, says Kevin. Let's go. Vikingo for the W. Fair enough. I think so. Again, I don't think we're going to see any title changes. So I think that this leads to Vikingo winning, as we're getting a chop spot right now between him and Dralistico. Heyman wasn't going to let 2 belts go. He's holding them like a baby till he gets home. Those are worth a ton after this run with Roman. 100% of you're telling me if you could have one of those belts sitting right now up on your mantle, and it's one of those, it's literally even if it's especially if it's a signed belt, but it's one of the belts that Roman specifically held during this reign. Oh, you're putting that up on the mantle 100%. I can't say that too loud, and my wife's gonna start checking my fucking bank statements and wondering why I'm, spending this much money on championship belts. Why? Heyman may still carry around the old belts as trophies, but once the belt changes hands down the road, only the new belt will be going to Cody. I don't think he holds around the new belt. I think they've now made it to where they've unified it across both ways, of much like KJ even said, maybe that's what we're doing with the women's belts. Maybe even that's what we're doing with the tag belts. And we're just reinventing all the championships, and we're getting into the Triple H era. So we need to reestablish and, freshen up the championship belts here. Vikingo for the win. Yes, as I am in picture right now, as we get a big ass code breaker from Dralistico. AW Rampage. Okay, let's put bigger names on here every week. Kenny, yes, but they fully have treated this as just their Sunday night heat, their Thursday night thunder. This has just literally been, either a minor continuation of what happened on Dynamite or nothing but an afterthought of people, honestly. As we're getting Dralistico setting up a table on the outside here. So again, is this a no D? Well, triple threat match should be no DQ. So there we go. But thoughts and opinions, on this match, thoughts and opinions on SmackDown, on the turn then unturned that ended the show, thoughts on AEW with, I was going to say with multi-man matches, but give me who you think is taking this match. Give me your thoughts and opinions on, the multi-man match. It's always no DQ, as we're getting a out of the corner for Fight Forever. Is anyone really going out and got to make sure that they get day one, they get Fight Forever, or are we all kind of just waiting back and holding back to see how it goes? Let other people, be the guinea pig for that. Small Mark saying, I feel like the new title was a troll of sorts. How so, Small Mark? Because I liked it, honestly. I thought it was a good belt. But so LA Knight wins, gives him the right choice for WWE to make sense. Absolutely, absolutely. Richard, that's one of your less wild predictions here. Big Dog, oh dude, Wrestling for Life is always a 10, even has the perfect 10, the original Baby Girl Luna Havoc. Well, there you go. Just keep it in your pants, Big Dog. I joke. But yeah, no, 100%. Big Dog, come to the trios. Because we're always, trying to expand the family. Like we keep saying, big things popping, little things stopping up. Something sees and never sleeps. Like I've said before many times, I started off just harassing KJ in the chat and everything. Started off with the laugh and everything. And now look at where I am. I'm into the big time, baby. Why? Do you see any title changes tonight? No. I was surprised Triple H didn't take the 2 old ones just so he could finally feel like he held a championship again. Why? Double stomp by Vikingo, breaking up the pinfall. It's more like velocity than heat. That's not a bad show. Again, then I almost question how many people remember velocity or even remember that there's still main event going on. Or what was it? It was WWE Steel or something like that was going around for a little bit. That's 100% what this is. I think you don't know what you're talking about and a fool. Okay, well, you're entitled to your opinion and I'm entitled to mine.
Well,
and I'm the one with the microphone.
Hi.
So,
speaking of having a microphone,
right. Yeah. Well, speaking of having a microphone.
Yeah, I see. By all means, pass on your thoughts, opposed to just saying you don't know. What do you know that we don't know? But yes, we did just hit 200 likes on this particular stream. Keep it coming, folks. We appreciate all the love. And some people might not think we know what we're doing, but we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. So do not sleep on that fact. I think we've earned our opinion. Sorry, boss. Not this week. Not this week. Some weeks you're right, but not this week. Didn't do it. SmackDown, I think, took the cake. NXT was better than AEW this week. AEW and Raw were neck and neck. But we watch all the shows, buddy. So this is a good place to be. But there's more wrestling than just AEW. And AEW's main event was garbage. Wasn't a good one this week. It really wasn't. That mixed tag was shit. But I guess I should turn Rampage on if I'm going to sit here and talk about it, right? Shouldn't take long. I'm game. Always, big dog, always. I'm going to wait. I bet they're going to be major bugs in the game on release. I'm really curious, Keyshawn. I really am about this game. I saw some interesting things about it. But I just got the pin by Vikingo. I think someone asked if we were going to get any title changes tonight on Rampage. I don't believe so. It'd be a weird place to have a title change, right? And if, I don't think anybody wants to see their champion drop a belt on Rampage. WWE is better than AEW. Some nights you're right. Listen, guys, we sat on these streams for months, and we talked on nothing but shit about the lame, boring repetition of WWE. We did. But then something happened last year. AEW was on a good run. The build to Forbidden Door 1 took the momentum out of the show. Tony kind of got off track. We saw some improvements. We saw some people come back. We saw WWE gain some momentum. Now it's a lot more back and forth. AEW is better on some nights. WWE is better on some nights. But if you like the high spots, if you like a little bit of the chaos, if you don't really need a story of any kind, AEW is great, and that's your right to like that. If you like what you just got out of the Bloodline, which was the best thing we got in all of wrestling this entire week, then that's your cup of tea. Not everybody's got to like the same cup of tea. Speaking of not liking a cup of tea, what the fuck is Jeff Jarrett doing on my screen? Now, Mark is giving Jeff shit. This Karen, Jeff, Sanjay, Jay, Singh group needs to, this TNA 2009 Global Force Wrestling needs to stop. What do you think about WWE bringing back Sunday Night Heat? Interesting. I think we have enough fucking wrestling, so please stop. You're killing me. You're killing me. We're trying to watch all the wrestling. You keep adding shows. Wait, what? Oh, Aubrey's mad at Karen. Are we going to get a match between Karen Jarrett and Aubrey? Get the fuck out of here. The most random group of people I've ever seen in a promo. So Aubrey and Karen Jarrett are now fighting. Help me. Help me. Yes, TNA, GFW, Global Force Wrestling all the way. A cup of pee? Come on, JV. Come on, JV. You're lucky I clicked on that one. Rory, how you doing? Sup, KJ? Sup, Nick? Nick says, what's up, back? Just back at the hotel after 9 hours of shooting bands. Right on, buddy. Hope it was a good day. Day 3 begins in the morning. Caught last little bit of SmackDown. Enjoyed what I saw. Rory, if you tuned into the end of SmackDown, you caught just mostly of all that happened on the show. It was a weird show. I didn't mind the 6-man match that started the show. It went a bit long. Lots of commercials as usual. I saw some ratings. I don't know if we gave a rating. The ending of that show, man, it was powerful. It was powerful. What do you think about? Got that one. Yeah, I mean, was the rest of the show enough to give this an 8? Yeah, maybe I'll go 7.5, 8, that neighborhood. CM Punk left and WWE got Triple H. Triple H was always there, though. He was there before and after Punk. KJ, I always look forward to watching us lose our minds over how AEW missed the mark on Wednesday. And then you ask Luna, and she says she loves the show, and you calmly interview her. Listen, I might yell a lot, guys, but I never try to yell at a lady. And you're not wrong. There's nights where I want Luna, like on Thursday, to Luna, that sucked, right? And she's like, I liked it. And I'm like, fuck. But that's what we mean, like different strokes for different folks. Me and Nick have been yelling at each other for 3 weeks over belts, over championship belts. And just because Nick has bad taste doesn't mean I have stopped talking to him. We are friends. We are brothers. But he likes an ugly belt. I can't help him. Aubrey Edwards is an active AEW wrestler. Oh, where's Jericho when I need him? Fuck your ass. No, that's not good. This got that one. Aubrey in the ring debut coming up soon. There's so many jokes I want to make. So many jokes. Look, I love it. See money with the TNA chant. Spare me from another Jeff and Karen Jarrett heel angle. Been there, done that. Suck then, sucks now, sucks always, sucks. Now, for somebody like our friend up above who said AEW is always the better, and I know there's lots of people that watch us that feel that way. That's why we try and offer you the most unbiased opinion. We're not just going to get on here and shit on a company because it's the company. We're going to try and take it a case-by-case basis. So if you're a diehard AEW fan, what about the Jeff Jarrett group, faction, whatever the fuck you want to call it, being a part of AEW do you like? Do you really like seeing Aubrey Edwards and Karen Jarrett in an angle? Well, she had an angle. She changed her mind. Got a Jarrett instead. But like, is that what you want? Is that what you're hoping for? I don't know. As a fan of AEW, I don't. 9 out of 10. The last segment alone. SmackDown. Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with it. I feel like the night went fast, but not a lot happened early. It was a little bit light. I mean, I popped big for EO. I know they're setting up the women's Money in the Bank, so I was okay with that. Zelina and Sergeant S, it was an okay match. Didn't hate it. Montez in LA was fun. I didn't like the ending because I don't think we need LA doing heel tactics, but he got the win, so point for that. The ending of that show, guys, and if you go to anybody reviewing SmackDown right now, don't go there, stay here, because there's going to be people out there that are going to cut up this show to pieces. But realistically, just enjoy it. That was entertaining. It was good. It's been building. The people that don't want to say Roman Reigns is doing really outstanding things, the Bloodline is doing really outstanding things, are wrong. And then maybe I'm just a mark. But if that kind of shit was happening on Dynamite, if MJF and Punk or Eddie Kingston was back and they were all turning on each other, I'd pop for that too. You guys watched us watch Anarchy in the Arena. We lost our minds. Yeah, it was chaos. Yeah, it was the furthest thing from a real wrestling match, but it was fun. So we went with it. That's what you need to do as a wrestling fan, in my humble opinion. Now, I got Zack Sabre Jr. against Action Andrade. I think I said it right this time. Nick is currently buying some McDonald's as we speak. Yeah, every time I see Roman's belt, I get hungry. I get the munchies. Rory, you make a good point. Tonight really showcased how good Roman got on the mic and his acting skills. Yeah. And it's the facials. It's the pause, letting stuff breathe. I think one thing AEW could do better at times with even their really good stuff, let it breathe. Let things breathe. You don't have to be in a rush, right? You don't have to act like a virgin on prom night. Take your time. Act like you've been there before. Don't just hammer it in and make that, get there. Relax. You'll be all right. Pauses everywhere, by the way. Not a bad shout. Smile. What did Smile say? Are they using Rampage to tease for Fit? Yeah, it feels that way. It definitely feels that way. Now, we saw Zack Sabre Jr. on Ring of Honor last night. Had a really good match. And Zack Sabre Jr. is good. If you're into that classic wrestling, they could use more guys like Zack Sabre Jr. consistently on like a Dynamite instead of a Rampage, because he's good, he's talented, but he'll bring an element of that really solid technical wrestling to the show. And he's been calling out Daniel Bryan for a while. What matches are on Rampage tonight, Damian? They're all title matches. We just had El Vikingo win in a triple threat match. Now we got Zack Sabre Jr. taking on Action Andrade. Someone else tell him what comes next. I'm running out of air. SmackDown sucked this week. Okay. I can't.
It's Andretti, by the way, but you can have that. Andrade. Not even what I'm mad at. But no, 100% you set up to Zack Sabre Jr. versus Danielson at Forbidden Door.
Yeah, let's go.
Right.
At Wembley, I'm down.
No, not even at. Well, at Wembley would be fantastic. I'm just saying at Forbidden Door here. But yeah, when you're talking about Aubrey Edwards,
oh yeah,
and Karen Angle and everything, I say nay.
Nay.
Yeah, I asked
so
earlier. Is it legal to fight a horse?
According to Half Baked, yes, and feeding them and causing them to die as well.
Okay, but yeah, I have 0.0. I have the Mike Adamle -5 stars interest in Aubrey Edwards versus Karen Angle in any capacity.
Whoa, buddy, you're watching my channel and you're calling me names. I don't know. I don't even know what you're referring to. But here's a question. What would you rather have on a wrestling show? Aubrey Edwards versus Karen Jarrett, or fucking Roman Reigns solo and
wait, no, you can't say that because he's a Christian rapper, so you can't say the F word.
Well, sorry, Christian.
Expletive.
Yeah.
Well, you can have that. Well, that even what I'm mad at.
Right? The
Christian rapper. Patria, File, Spirit Sante. You can spirit your ass on over there for a minute here. You can just calm her down. Just calm her down.
What would you rather have?
You're not gone. Just we're all about peace and positivity here. So just loose on, my guy.
Yeah. WHC way better than a Nugget. I like it better. Monday's better. It's better.
Is that their Owen Hart tribute of I am not a Nugget?
I am not a Nugget. The McNugget Championship.
Bruh, every time you say that, I'm thinking like quarter pounders and I'm getting hungry. Right? Vitamins.
But LA Knight is better as a heel than a face. I don't know, Vance. I think they can get behind him as a baby face. He's got catchphrases, Nick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of a guy people get behind as a babyface with catchphrases. Yeah.
The man of a million gimmicks has to approve of LA Knight.
And I like again our little community that we built here of even Vance is saying, calm the F down, it's a Friday night. Yes, it's a feel good Friday night. So get up in your feel goods, just none in the wrong feels here.
Listen, we always say it, guys. We're not the channel like
tranquilo, yes.
Tranquilo, calm, woosah, my guy. We're not the channel that blocks people for disagreeing with us, but we will block you for saying.
I didn't even block him. You just sit in the penalty box here for a little bit. 5 minutes.
Shut up.
Right. You got a 5-minute roughing the host here penalty here.
5 Hail Marys. You can wrap them if you want.
Yeah, you got to pay penance here. You go into confessional and you're good. You come out of here, you're changed Christian again.
Yeah, I think that some newbies have to learn how we roll around here.
Wow, that ain't no Christian, dude. Real Christians still resort to like that. In fact,
that's
no. He just needed to say, our Father who art in smart heaven, Tony Khan be thy name.
John Moxley be done.
As Moxley bleeding will be done. As MDF as it is in heaven.
I was gonna go another way with that. That's funny.
I was gonna say, I was trying to keep it going.
Right. A face LA Knight, I guess, but I'm on the fence. Though.
Big
suplex. I think LA Knight's so good he could do either, bud. I really do.
Right.
I just think my only reason why I'm kind of throwing out the baby face idea is the fans seem to be big suplex. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just laughing at the chat here of Jamie out here like, I like Totos. I like Pringles. Rory with it. Yeah. Shut up, my guy. You popped up as I was on a pause here. C Money pointing out, second time in the penalty box in 10 minutes. So tranquilo, my dude. Well, yeah. Yeah, but sometimes you need them goons out there. You need your Todd Bertuzzi's out there. At least he ain't swinging for heads here.
It's okay.
Right. Agree to disagree.
That's
it. You just need to calm it down when you get too aggressive. You get a little too wound up. You need to just take a pause for the cause.
Like I said, bro. Me and you have been screaming at each other for weeks over certain things. Like we just cannot agree. But
I heard you said I had bad taste. I did hear that.
I don't know. That's accusation.
Again, as I've said before, you can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. If you want to keep you're on the red side, I'm on the blue side. If you want your World Heavyweight Championship with that tramp stamp in the middle, you can have that. I'll take my
Happy Meal title.
Nugget World Heavyweight Undisputed Universal McDonald's World Championship. I'll take that. Fuck off, because you said that I saw this. I'll take a mid championship over a monogram trash can lid interim substitute championship any day. Yes, big dog. Talk that talk. Big dog.
Big dog. It's not nice to use your alias against us, bud.
Fuck up. My hands. Big dog, comment in the chat and I'll keep my hands up this whole time.
Come on now.
We are not the same.
This match has been really good, by the way.
Well, it's a Zack Sabre Jr. match, so of course it's going to be good.
Poor Andretti, we haven't seen him much.
Yeah, ever since he got that huge win, that career-making win over Chris Jericho, and then he got a fireball thrown in his face and said, "You can have that."
When are we getting
back to dark with you now, child?
When are we getting this Aubrey versus Karen match? When is this happening?
Please tell me so I can not be here for it.
Are we going to get a farmhouse match?
Hey. Hi ho, Silver.
Listen, it kills me, right? Like, you got to be honest. I've watched every minute of
AEW. Clippity cloppity her way all the way down to the fucking ring here,
right? And this is the last thing I want to see. They're making Aubrey an active wrestler. Fuck my life.
Well, and AEW was the show that didn't have ref bumps. And now we're going all the way to they don't have ref bumps, they have ref wrestlers. When's the last time you saw Charles Robinson have a fucking credible match? Or Tim White? Or Christ, let's look at Teddy Long.
Yeah.
Nick Patrick. The list goes on and on.
Sorry, the John Lou dropkick. Is that a shotgun dropkick name? Where did he get that? Did he call it a John Lou dropkick? Someone fill me in on that. I've never heard that before on a shotgun dropkick.
What?
John Lou dropkick?
Mm-mm.
He just made that shit up.
Oh, I remember you all about some punks like Mussolini and Kennedy. Yes, I'm 100% for CM Punk showing up on Collision.
Punk's going to be great. I'm looking.
And he's going to be
allegedly
in charge of him and Ace Steel in charge of creative there. As Zack Sabre Jr. wins on the tap out.
Yeah, stretching him out, folks. Zack Sabre Jr. is outstanding. It was a really, really good match. So for the AEW fans out there, that's a plus. That was a good match. And actually, you know what? The first match was a spot crazy match, but it was all right.
Fair enough. Well, there's a few of these. I just want to click through. But yeah, there was a good match of all rematches definitely going to happen on Dynamite. Oh, good God. Are you sure it doesn't happen in the Kentucky Derby?
Dude.
Westminster Downs. I'm sure there's some sort of fucking race going on that could happen here. I might be going a little too hard in the paint here, but
right.
I'll let you have this one.
Rib it up, rib it. Sorry, wait. Let me try it again. Rib it up, move down, rib it up, move it down, and ground it. Rib it up. What are we doing here? Cool down, rib it up. Don't hang me on the borderline. I should have sang that better. Like I should have actually ran.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, no. Everything comes out like a comment, like you're talking to me. Until I get through it, then I'm like, shit.
You're like, wait, no, that's how I was supposed to read it. But I've got Emi Sakamura coming out right now.
Yeah, and we're getting. They're reminding us about Punk, and I still think Tony did himself a disservice with just coming out and doing like that little announcement. I can't believe it wasn't a bigger deal.
Oh, absolutely. Wasted opportunity. Wasted opportunity.
Good night.
Oh, I want to say something.
I'm just over it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
That's fine because he touched on the subject of I would have gone off.
Yeah,
you can. I'll let you have that one. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. But I'm if you start talking that way, when it comes to certain stuff like that, personally, you're gonna have to deal with me personally, regardless of this channel shit. But anyway,
we know how we roll. But no, that's it, man. I wouldn't sweat it. Like I said, I can't be bothered with it. So we're moving on and keeping the utopia.
No. 100% of Rory saying, gotta stay with y'all for a while longer while I edit pictures, 4 memory cards I gotta go through just for today. Eric Gallus Band, Davey K Project, and my good friend Aiden Pryor were my 3 highlights today.
Nice, buddy.
I'm glad we can at least be highlight number 4 there, Rory.
There you go. We got Willow Nightingale.
Always be a friend. Tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe. Why?
Your new Japan Strong. She goes down in history as the first ever women's champion.
Is it all because of a broken ankle, because of a broken foot?
Right place, right time, earned your spot in a big match.
Honestly, would you rather see Mercedes here? I'd rather see Willow, to be honest.
Could you imagine right now Mercedes versus
No, because she'd be Ultimate Warrior and holding them up for more money here. Like, I'm not going out there for this pay. You're not putting me out here on Rampage.
That's true.
I need to be a prime spotlight. I need to be a main event.
Karaoke night with the boys. Yeah. Put music notes around your shit so I know.
If you like pina coladas, getting lost in the rain.
Well, I mean, all right.
If you're into wrestling, then you should hit subscribe.
KJ and Big Nick for the win. We're undefeated on this channel.
We don't get that win. Right?
And we got no problem putting people back in line the way they need to. Belt ideas are better in WWE.
Larry's already cut into my line. I missed Big Dog's comment.
He's getting there.
Or something like that. Of Big Dog, that was donkey. I'm getting Nick to say his line. What are you doing in my swamp? So there's poking prod here. We're gonna stay up late, telling manly stories, and in the morning, I make a waffles.
Donkey.
You know, one of my favorite bearded podcasters. Well, what about unbearded podcasters? What?
No, fuck
Beardos got to stick together. What? Yeah, absolutely. No, 100%.
I'm gonna
Llama Kiss, 100%. Too sweet. What?
Replace pinned message. All right. I like that message. That's one of my favorite ones of the night. I like it.
There we go. Oh, well, that's fine because I'm missing all the messages tonight.
Yeah, you're just clicking. The next title. No, not the Niagara card, you bonehead. Title reveals years from now. The belt is the brown background with a brown background. Yeah, you're just gonna keep changing the color of the backgrounds.
It's still a good belt. It's a good fucking belt. Like you're telling me, which would you rather have right now on your
belt.
shoulder?
The raw belt.
Is the raw belt?
Yes.
All right. So what? I don't even know how to argue with that right now. Like I see there's no talking to you. Like,
no. Reginald,
no
I disagree
with you.
There's no reasoning with me.
Right. No, just no. I would 100% rather have that.
We know
the belt we got tonight on SmackDown.
I disagree.
Any day and twice on Sunday.
I don't like the big old W. To me, it looks like an imitation belt that somebody made at home. No, I actually don't mind it. I just like the raw one better.
Fair enough. Willow says, when did Jeff Hardy's alter ego? Oh, big dog. No. Did you catch the end of that, or do I need to click on it again?
I might have missed it. I was
all right. Oh. We'll get there. There we go.
Willow, since when did Jeff Hardy's alter ego? No, keep going.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah, moving on.
You know, sensible talking from this man here.
You get a belt. What's a crack-a-lackin'? How was SmackDown and Rampage just got in from the pub? Thomas, welcome back from the pub. Rampage is rolling.
Yellow ribbon.
Right. Rampage has been okay. It's been all right. And SmackDown was good. Really good. Solid. Did you give a rating?
No. I'm right now dealing with my mouse being slow as far as retention time, but that's neither here nor there. IWGP is the best heavyweight championship going. No, the old school one is. The new one, not so much.
Nick doesn't like the new belts.
I'm a fan of, I guess I'm an antique collector, I guess, here. But, well, you missed that special troll. He was in your swamp. What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh,
was his name JD? Did he show up in a, CGI car?
Ghostly Power. I think Jay will leave Jimmy and be on the Bloodline side. And also, do you think that Roman Reigns will be champion for 2,000? He said he's looking to be champion for more than 2,000 days and the new belt. A lot to unpack there, but yeah, as of right now, it does not look like Jay will be joining Roman, but it could happen, Nick.
It could, but at this point, I almost feel like this would have been the opportunity to where you would have had Jay step up. You would have had Jay and Solo double turn on Jimmy, and Jimmy's the outcast, the outlier. Now this looks like you've got 2-on-2. You've got Roman and Solo with Heyman versus the Usos.
Fair enough. And I mean, again, it could be the X Factor, but Jay sides, like, we're outnumbered, but I had to choose, and I got to choose with the big dog. I don't know what to tell you. The big dog. You clicked off that shit quick.
What? Where was it? I disagree. The NXT UK title is gorgeous.
That was a nice one.
It was. Oh, we're back from commercials.
Yeah, you're slightly ahead of me on this particular, but I don't even care. Achieve it. Will help him. Shake my head. KJ, what do you see in that bubblegum claw machine toy game belt? Achieve it. Wait. Oh, he's on your side. Big dog.
Well, no, he's been on my side.
Oh, yeah, he's on your side.
Yeah, he's the one again. I feel like I have to keep putting my hands up to prove that it's not me commenting.
Another part of Ghosty's comment here. Who would help Roman get to that 2,000 days? Listen, I don't know if he will get to 2,000 days.
Solo Sequoia.
But Solo will be a thing. But we did talk about the possibility of maybe freshening it up with a little bit of new blood. Let's say they lose Jimmy and Jay. Bringing in another person helps. It keeps Roman out of the ring.
Right. Two count as Emmy hits the kind of twisting body splash there.
Okay.
As an owner of the UK title, I agree. I agree that belt is nice. All right, excuse me.
There you go. Well, I'm glad you own something you like.
Right.
Yeah. I like the UK belts, no doubt. Intercontinental belt. I like it. How do you feel about the new IC belt? Some days I like it, some days I don't.
I've never really liked it, to be honest. It looks super weird to me. It doesn't. The last time I liked the IC belt was really when they went to like the white strap with the old school kind of logo of. Now that they've reimagined it, I don't
right
care for it. It doesn't feel like the IC belt. It feels like a new belt.
Not another 10,000 days, but I don't know how we'll take the belt though off Roman. They haven't built anyone up really, guys. Wait. Time out. Thomas just made me think of something. I had an epiphany. Dude, what happened to all the reports about Cody Rhodes? What happened?
Sometimes dirt sheets just got a dirt sheet.
Right?
Notice how everyone got up in arms of, oh my God, the brand split. Oh my God, it's died.
I have to recant my previous statement.
Where'd it go?
I still look like I'm okay here.
How'd it happen? Did I miss it? Did I take a pause? Did we blink and he was there and he was gone?
Right. I like this one. Who else got scared when Solo turned his back on Roman? I was about to cry. I like it. There was a lot of emotion.
Oh, don't worry, my guy.
Right. Back to this. Yeah, we didn't get Cody.
Okay,
but it will be Cody. There will be the build, and we will revisit that. I still believe that Cody Rhodes takes the title off Roman at WrestleMania 40. What an ugly pounce.
Those count.
It was a terrible.
Does every female wrestler do the sexy Rhea Ripley pin right now?
Yes, everybody does it. Wait, that's the finish?
No, well, I've got Willow taking the straps down. Unfortunately, the straps are really small, so it just looked like she took her bra straps down. So.
Cody was in catering. Why not, right?
Did Cody get traded to SmackDown? No, they just forgot where the fuck people were supposed to be at.
You know what's funny? This didn't happen tonight, and people will still be like, yeah, but the brand's still dead. Well,
it's still a piece of shit.
And it might be dead, but it wasn't dead tonight, so fuck off.
Yeah, give them a moment.
Okay, so I have to order the new belt on McDonald's website, Nick. Can I get a quarter pounder and a McBelt, please? Supersized fries. Supersized fries, please. I'm going to have to blur that out.
The fucking second I take half a second to take a snack break. I
was like, why is he not speaking? Defend yourself.
No, that's why I was trying to sign language here. But yeah, right. No. Listen, if I got that in my Happy Meal, I'd be way more happier than if I got the raw belt in my Happy Meal. I'm just saying.
Do you like the purple New Japan Strong belt? The lavender belt?
Not for me, but maybe for the missus. But yeah.
I find it funny how they kind of book this, but we got a main event coming up. So, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nick, KJ, what's good in mob? I don't see Solo leaving Roman as much as we all feel that's what's going to happen. I just don't see it. I do see finally a Rikishi feature in the Bloodline storyline. Well,
yeah, I'm hoping for it.
Yeah, you thought it was going to happen tonight. How'd that work out?
Yeah. Because I kind of think it's got to play into like the downfall. Like if Roman's going to go out, he's got to go out in a blaze of fucking glory, man. Like,
I thought that's what we could have gotten tonight. That would have been
yeah.
giving us what you wanted early of when Solo's sitting there and saying, I acknowledge my tribal chief, but they're my brothers. And then you had the three of them versus Roman and Roman's whole face. And that's part of what made that moment special. Is it sold it 100% of, all right, the walls are fully caved in here. You know, King Kong ain't got on me.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why?
Oh, we're bad. That's funny shit.
I don't know what you're popping for, but
just losing my mind.
You have to have it to lose it. So
I had to get up.
The problem.
What's that?
I said you have to have it in order to lose it. I said so therein lies the problem.
All right, doggy. Thank you, Larry, for the pet update. Roman needs help. 92% of his title defenses have been with help. I completely agree. That's called a heel.
I was gonna say he's a heel.
Do you know how many matches that Bobby Heenan was involved in that he didn't cheat? Not many. It's just the way it is. You're a heel.
I mean, Heenan's a heel manager, so
but he was always involved
in a ton of managers. But I get what you're saying of, yeah,
right. Like I just use Bobby because to me he's like pure evil, and he was always evil. He was never good, so he fucked around.
That's your definition of wrestling pure evil, because to me it's Vince McMahon.
Well, yeah, Vince is a different. Yeah, that's fair enough. Everyone's going to agree.
This man wrestled God.
He's no kidding. Yeah, no, I mean, he's supposed to get help. I don't know why people have so much trouble with this. Like, we watch guys cheat all the fucking time because they were bad guys.
Oh, well, 100% of that's the thing is he's a heel, but it's much a bit like MGF to where he's the heel that everybody likes.
Yeah.
So they don't want to boo him. They want to find a reason to cheer for him.
Yeah.
But no, he's supposed to be the heel. He's supposed to be the one you don't fucking like.
Well, that's why MJF slides a belt on top of Jungle Boy. Not necessarily cheating in this case because there's no DQ, but it's underhanded, and he gets the win on Darby. You know, it's being crafty. It's stealing a win. It's doing what you need to do to gain heat. And the more you play into that, when MJF gets away from that behavior, fans start cheering him more. But when he digs into that heel side of things, that's what you want. That's where he's at his best.
But I forgot where I was going to go with that. Anyways, y'all watching the Crockett Cup? You can have that.
Of course.
Well, that was a simple as answer. I think he's asking you to expand upon that.
Yeah, we're here all weekend long. It's a 2-night event. We'll be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it should be a fun one. I mean, I love the Crockett Cup. I'm a little apprehensive about this one, but I am hoping that it delivers. I hope the in-ring product is solid. I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. It's going to be a good one, folks. We're going to be entertaining no matter what. As we always say, the wrestling might suck. We never do.
Right. There we go. Death Before Dishonor. Friday, July 21st.
My favorite month. This damn Jaloon weather.
Good old Jaloon. Stupid, lousy, smarsh weather.
Yeah, right before Smarsh.
Good advice.
Jaloon.
I've turned myself into a Homer Simpson meme. God damn it.
Friday, July 21st. Death, but there's always a gig right around my birthday. So that'll be my birthday weekend, I'm assuming. So we're going to party, folks.
What the fuck? Tiger Style.
Lee Moriarty coming out with Big Bill.
And he's getting judged by Christopher Daniels, Jerlene, and who's third Baldo. But
I don't know. Lee's distracting me.
Yeah, doing like the worst cosplay of like some Wu-Tang shit of Tiger Style. Yeah, no.
Lee Moriarty loses almost every match, but he's getting a little shot. Do you not feel like, am I wrong to think that you could have taken the first match and the last match and flipped them? Or is Shibata a big enough name that it warrants it?
Shibata. Yeah.
It's all about the Shibata?
It's not Shibata. It's full Shibata.
Shibata.
Right. Jolo. Yeah, listen, sometimes the vitamins make the brain not work so well, so you can kindly fuck off. No, I kid. Yeah, so we're getting a Ring of Honor Pure Championship title match right now. We're getting Shibata versus West. Oh, Christ almighty. I almost said West Lee, but the other Lee, Lee Moriarty.
Right? The other Lee. Yeah, I mean, Shibata's coming out. I don't know. I will say this. I thought the 3 matches, the last match was okay, Willow and Freddie Mercury. But the other 2 matches were really good. And if this one's really good, it's a decent Rampage tonight. Our first Rampage in a month.
Again, it's going back to they don't care about this progressing any sort of AEW storylines or anything like that. This is literally just like, hey, here's some cool matches we can put on. It goes back to, it's so weird of Rampage has become what Dark and Dark Elevation was. Rampage is starting to become what Ring of Honor was, shoulda, coulda, woulda been. It's so weird how now it's just this weird like paradigm shift across everything, because certain shows have gotten canceled, certain shows have gotten added.
Right. So we're getting a pure championship match, guys. So there's rules. We got rules.
Yeah, I don't remember the rules, but I got Rayo San Chewbacca. What?
Chewbacca what?
Always the funiments, huh, Nick? Yeah. All right, it's Shapoopy Shibata, you fool.
Shapoopy.
Shapoopy
for the win.
Shapoopy. The title is hard to get. Shapoopy.
Lee is Lee Moriarty is a jobber. Yeah, for all extensive purposes.
Jobber to the stars. Jobber to the stars.
Jobber to the stars.
He's a mid-card jobber. He's not a it's so weird to me of you have your levels of jobbers. You have your jobbers that they clearly just job no matter what. You have your guys that, like a Zigglypuff is a jobber to the stars. Of he's a guy that's going to take an L, but it somehow feels like it has something more than just a regular you beat a nobody, etc.
Right. I think we got a rope break. So 1 rope break down. You only get 3 rope breaks. So the third one you get a DQ.
Did they call it a rope break though? No.
Well, Lee lost a rope break earlier.
Oh, okay. I've got Lee with a drop kick to Shibata's knees.
All right. Well, the first match I didn't see a lot of, so maybe I'm wrong. But the first match, how was the first match? I imagine it was a spot fest.
I don't remember the first match, so there you go. It's been a Rampage. Well, it's one of those of it's the best Rampage we've seen in a while.
Right.
Not letting out that it's been about a month or so since we've actually been able to watch a Rampage at the same time.
It's the best Rampage we've watched in weeks.
Mm-hmm. It's the only Rampage we've watched in weeks, but that's neither here nor there.
First match was a triple threat.
Yeah, we've had AAA featured. We've had New Japan featured. Now we're getting Ring of Honor featured.
How many minutes are left? I'm really hoping 7.
Please.
Approximately 7.
I didn't even look at the time.
Right. Fuck.
Yeah, no, because we also got the New Japan. The Zack Sabre Jr. match was probably the best match of the night.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Right.
Now I'm wavering on trying to give it a compliment. Yeah.
Don't worry, everyone's struggling for it.
Yeah, if this match goes too long, I might turn into fucking Snow White on here.
Oh, what?
or needed to stay.
Wait, what? You're talking about Snow White? You're talking about Tony Khan up there? Well, he's a big fan of the snow and the white.
Accusations. Allegedly. There's now talk CM Punk wants to work with Jay White. I saw this rumor. Take it and run. I'm all for this.
This is when I feel like I need to do like the Billy Madison thing. I'm just like, please, just don't like. No, Jay White needs to stay in Dynamite. Don't you say that. Don't you ever say that. Like, no, just please. That's been the biggest thing that we've harped on AEW for the longest time. Of you signed the hottest free agent the one that you pull the rug out from underneath WWE's feet, and you sign Jay White.
Yep.
And he's in a 21-man battle royal for the all who gives a fuck title. Like, you've wasted it so much. Just please do something of relevancy with him. Please.
What do you
justify it?
What do you feel about the fans who say, stop whining, have patience, he'll eventually do something important?
Right. And let's go talk to them in a year or two after that. And they're like, we should have listened to you. We should have listened to you. Like, amen. Sometimes, like, I've heard that whole argument of, oh, well, it's not the end, so you can't judge it till it's at the end. No, sometimes shit is shit before you get to the end.
Yeah, but I think there's a time and place. You sign the average
and now person. Is the fucking time and place. Now is the time and place when you fucking
don't yell at me when I agree with you.
The biggest signing that you had.
Don't yell at me when I agree with you.
I will.
No, but I mean, that's what I think people are missing on this one, Nick, is that if he was just a new signee and you want to develop him, if he's Action Andrade and you want to fucking slow work his growth, great. But you signed a big name star. Put him in something of value. Have him and Ricky Stark on the pay-per-view at least.
Now, do you see, and I think you mentioned this, and you might start trying to sell me on this, as we're getting we got a rope break as we're getting a slide around the ring out of the figure 4 here as we're 6:08 so far here. But Lee Moriarty's used up 2 of his, rope breaks here. It's like watching a fucking Mortal Kombat movie. If you got the little bar of like fatality, test your might. But if we're getting Juice and Jay White versus FTR, I don't hate it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
But I feel like based on what happened this past week, it almost foreshadows a third Bullet Club Gold member. So we'll see.
Who?
I don't know. I'm not booking. It could be anybody.
It's Sabu. It was Sabu. You remember those good old days when Sabu was in the Bullet Club, right? It's just like when he was in
Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
CM Punk at the table.
A cup of coffee, do a fucking splash through a table, throw a chair at somebody, and walk off and leave.
Right.
And just
5 now.
My work here is done.
Keyshawn says JD says SmackDown was a waste of time. Yes. So
JD is a waste of time.
There you go. I didn't say it, but
I thought it. You can have that. I agree with that.
Nah, man. You're gonna sit around and fucking hate watch. How's his AEW hoodie look? Has you watched it yet? You need that first match to get people into the show.
I don't mean to cut you off there, but I just you mentioned it recently as we got a missile drop kick from Shibata into the bottom turnbuckle on Lee Morty, but just even the whole concept of hate watching. Like, what type of level do you need to be as a human being to where I'm going to show up and watch something to where I'm going to then go and talk about it? Like, even if you're just watching it to watch it, but then not only to go and do what we do, if you're going to sit there and take time to sit there and talk about it and break it down and everything, spend your time on a Friday night watching something you literally you don't agree with it. You just dislike it for no reason. Like, you're a fucking sadomasochist at this point. I don't get it. Like, it's so stupid. It's so just, how do you consider yourself an actual wrestling figure, a journalist? I hate to say that, to hate watch something. I'm literally, I'm going to watch it just even though I know I don't want to.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, here's the thing. People talk about tribalism, and it's people like that cause the tribalism and then sit around and go, I hate the tribalism on.
They want to be the tribal chief. They're the Jimmy Usos of professional wrestling.
Listen, I don't care if you hate WWE. I don't care if you hate AEW. But call a fucking spade a spade. Be honest. Take the blinders off. You make yourself look fucking pathetic when you watch something good and then shit all over it just because. But again, It's easy to troll the big dog in the yard because it gets you the most views. It's negativity for notoriety, and it's just not what we do. And I'm kind of done talking about it.
Fair enough. Well, speaking of big dogs, if he says, who cares what JD says?
I agree with you.
Well, Rory's saying Captain Insano. Yes, Captain Insano shows no mercy.
It's over. Shibata says good night.
Right. Shibata says, I got to get to my Shibata. Double J as leader of the Bullet Club.
Right.
No, he needs to actually do his backstage role that he was hired for.
Right. But that's the difference, right? You watch these shows. You watch something that just happened with the Bloodline and how fucking intense that all got and how entertaining it was. And then you turn on to another show and you see Karen Jarrett fighting with Aubrey Edwards. Somebody help me. What the fuck am I missing?
Tell me, that's a poll we need up on the channel. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Which is a waste of time? Roman Reigns and the Bloodline storyline, or Karen Jarrett versus Clippity Cloppity?
Oh shit!
Aubrey Edwards. As we've got Daniel Garcia staring down.
Danny
Garcia. And hallelujah! That's the end of Rampage.
Danny gonna go after Shibata. All right.
I'm fine with it.
I don't mind. I think that'll be all right. Get Daniel Garcia away from Chris Jericho.
But has the Jericho Appreciation Society dwindled now here, because you have Sammy, who is maybe trying to be a babyface, has dwindled because now he's got a kid on the way. You have Garcia, who's now going after Shibata, so he's very much focused Ring of Honor level. You have pretty much Diet Coke, Jericho, and Hager left.
Yeah. It doesn't you need to kill this faction, and you need to give Jericho some time off. Maybe we'll appreciate him more if he just takes a breath.
Can you appreciate him any less, though?
Well, I mean, like I said, once upon a time, Jericho, I was a gigantic fan of Jericho. And that's what I mean. I think if I'm a fan of wrestling and I'm looking on YouTube to listen to somebody give me a review or give me their opinion, I told you guys, I don't shy away from nothing. Nick and I both listen to, Cornette. We listen to fucking Busted Open. We want everybody's intake because, if I tuned into a channel like that and the guy was just screaming at the top of his lungs with just, no matter what you do, it's shit. No matter what you do, it's shit. I wouldn't tune in. I'd go to a place where people want to hear your opinion. We gave a guy 3 chances tonight to give us an opposing opinion before we decided to kick him out. We want your opinions. We want the truth. We want to be fucking direct about this shit and enjoy it.
We're about the people.
Period. About the people.
About the peoples.
Anybody got a rating on Rampage? Anybody?
A rating on Rampage, a rating on SmackDown. Did you give a rating on either?
I gave I went like 7.5, 8 on SmackDown. 7.5 was kind of where I was.
So it comes down to me of, do you differentiate between the rest of SmackDown and that final segment? Because that final segment is a 10 out of 10. That carries that whole show. If we're separating it beyond that, I would say I'll give it a 7. 7 out of 10 until that segment. That segment's 10 out of 10. That's in its own bubble, I feel.
I mean, it was very much. I mean, a lot of the SmackDown was kind of throwaway, trying to build up Money in the Bank a little bit. Wasn't the most blow your socks off night, but not every night's gonna be a blow your socks off night. It's just the way it is, guys. I thought it was good, but that ending segment is unlike anything else. And I don't give a fuck who screams in their grandmother's basement. There's nothing like that Bloodline shit in all of wrestling. There's nothing.
Oh, don't worry. People keep letting us know, and my mouse is just not working fast enough for me to click on all of them. But to where people are saying that, so letting us know that JD said it was a waste of time. But again, I still say he's a waste of time. You need to be with the actual real channel covered anything and everything. But anyways,
best show of the week was NXT. Best segment of the week goes to the Bloodline. I can go.
I still think SmackDown was a better show and a better segment. I agree with you on half that.
I really, really liked NXT this week. But I mean, they're neck and neck. I think I gave NXT an 8. So,
It's not bad. It's not saying negative on the other. It's just one of those SmackDown's supposed to be better.
Yeah. And
than NXT.
I didn't love Raw, and I didn't love AEW. I didn't find a lot on AEW that I was in love with. And to me, the announcement, the way Tony's handled this whole Punk thing has been interesting, but that announcement was like the most anticlimactic, who gives a fuck thing ever. He announced that Punk was going to be there like he was ordering a fucking hot dog for lunch.
It sounds like Tony Khan anytime he just shows up with just anticlimactic. Who gives a fuck?
Right. 9 out of 10. Zack Sabre Jr., Action Andrade, 2 out of 10 on the remainder. Fair enough. Okay.
So that equals out to what?
I don't even know how to do this.
7 out of 10.
Now you got people rating fucking set.
We're splitting hairs here.
Right. But yeah, overall, I thought SmackDown was highly enjoyable, and I would argue that SmackDown to me overall was better than Dynamite this week. That main event on the people that refuse to admit that Jericho main event wasn't good blow my mind. And again, we're not assholes. You and I have watched every minute of fucking Dynamite since it's been a thing. That wasn't a good one. That wasn't a good night. I'll be back next week, hoping.
Oh, 100% of, granted, I'm a bit more of, I am aware that I am an asshole, but.
Right? SmackDown 8, AEW 6, WWE wins. AEW very boring, no big names. Big name on AEW.
It was a good wrestling show. If you didn't have the AEW moniker attached to it, it might have done a bit better. Because you have that and you expect AEW titles, all of that. There was a good exhibition of good wrestling matches. Like if that's your counter to WWE, of this is your little spotlight, your Saturday night little clip show, or your highlights of here's some great matches that happened outside of pro wrestling that you might not follow during the weekend. Everything seeing those couple matches. Great. Good on you. Yeah. Absolutely. Not bad. Compared to the Bloodline storyline, all of that, you're getting eaten alive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Gamer says, I think overall NXT was a better show, start to finish. SmackDown was good, but I didn't have me engaged like NXT did the other than the Bloodline segment. I think when you looked at, if you break down NXT, each match was really good, really entertaining. SmackDown had lulls, and not every match was great, and there wasn't very much. Like that first match went forever, but it was fun.
I'll give you that.
Rocco XPW, yeah, the Hoovy special.
Well, who set themselves on fire this time? I know Masada did it. Was it Hoovy?
Right.
Who?
Enzo, maybe. Okay, fellas, my eyes hurt. Can't keep awake. Yeah, get some rest, buddy. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, that's kind of good where we can go. Born to raise hell. Born to raise hell.
Born to raise hell. Born to raise hell.
Yeah. I gotta stop reading this shit. But yeah, I think that's a good segue to, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you for being here.
Goodbye.
No, that's the show, folks. almost 4 hours tonight. I'm kind of like my buddy here. My eyes are starting to hurt a little bit. I know the throat's feeling it, but we had a fun night. Good wrestling, folks. Don't forget to tell everybody you want clear, uncut, unbiased coverage of all the wrestling. This is the place to do it. You can listen to everybody, but you can bring them here and we can all talk about it and sing Kumbaya. But we will be back this weekend. We got the Crockett Cup, and then we got action all the way through. Next Friday, we got another pay-per-view. There's so much wrestling, so much to talk about. Do not miss out. Check out all our links below, including our brand new TikTok. Go get yourself a t-shirt. Be a part of the family. Thank you. And yeah.
KJ has left the building. But yes, 100%. Back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for the Crockett Cup. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talk about the wrestling, you better put that for life with it. Peace.
See you on the flip side, folks. Come back tomorrow. David Crockett for all y'all.